Hello. Welcome to Shelf Side Special. Oh, sorry. I did it completely wrong. Yeah, sorry. No, wait, no. Hey, how you doing? You okay? You all right? How's it going over there? With me here is my good friend Barrison Royal. He comes over here from jolly old England, I believe it is. Barrison, how you doing? You all right? Okay?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Welcome back, mate. Welcome back. Did you have a nice time?
I had a wonderful time. Wonderful time. I'm still a little bit jet lagged. But it was very enjoyable, let's just say. Apart from the start was good, the end not so good. But hey, what can I say? What
did you do? What was it? I know you landed Friday or Saturday.
We landed Friday evening.
Friday evening, yeah.
We landed Friday evening. And we were supposed to come home Monday evening.
Yes.
We didn't transpire to come home until Tuesday evening, which meant we were there till Wednesday. We got back Wednesday morning and a completely different airport than we started with. However, I just wanted to, before we started the show, let me say some big ups to some people that we met, or I met while we were there. Let me share my screen. There we go. So that was Flannery's Bar.
Let's make it bigger. Make it bigger. Yeah.
You made it bigger?
Okay. No. Okay. Seemingly not.
We'll
shit.
Now you've got rid of it. What are you doing?
There it is.
Okay,
sorry.
Cool. Flannery's Bar. It was quiet. This was kind of just as we got in there. An Irishman had moved over there. Not an Englishman before the person in the back says he was an Englishman. As you can see, various scarves across the wall. I was there with the Can't Smile Without You New York Spurs. Various memorabilia there. We had. I mean, the next picture. I'm trying to be a bit inconspicuous, so you can see I'm kind of like, what's going on?
You're sort of like, just
as it got busier. As it got busier, we had some sing songs. Anyway, Laura casually met Rod Stewart. So this was
as you do.
This was the strangest thing, right? So obviously, we were walking down Fifth Avenue on the way back. Rod Stewart comes out of Tiffany's, as you do, and across the road he sees me in my Spurs shirt, gives me a wave, and then says, "Come on over," right? So I'm like, okay. Anyway, the lights turned red. Said, "Don't walk." I was debating risking my life because obviously Rod Stewart got over. Anyway, Rod Stewart waits, and he said, pulls down the window, and the first thing he says to me is, "Great result. You nicked our fucking manager." So I was a bit like, yes, we did, Rod. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having a chat with me. And then just casually having a chat, and he goes, he was very surprised about what Ange did against Fulham, which we all knew with the team and everything else. And he was like, "Surely you guys should win a trophy. You're playing great football. That's what you get with our manager." And then Laura turns around and goes, "Can I have a picture?" And I was like, I'm talking to Rod Stewart, love. You know.
Yeah, do you mind? I'm talking to Mr. Stewart.
Do you know what I'm talking to? And look, he had a picture with us, and then everyone was asking for pictures. He did his window up and drove off. So it was kind of casually meant to be, but. The two people that I really need to big up is, first of all, not in this picture, but first of all is Brandon Troller, who obviously we have met many times, either doing the watch-alongs on We Are Tottenham TV, or his super chats, and great super chats, by the way. And Brandon comes up to me, right? This was after I'd met these two lovely people. Brandon comes up to me and goes, "Oh, you know who I am, do you?" And I was like, "Of course, Brandon, I know who you are, man." And he was like, "Oh my God, it's nice to meet you." Blah, blah. I said, "You come here all the time?" He's like, "Yeah, man, it's great." Everything else. And but these two people, right? This is like heartwarming. We were walking down the street, and I said to Laura, "Laura, what are you going to do if someone comes up and like recognizes me?" Like out of it, she goes, "Oh, for God's sake, this is ridiculous. How can this happen?" Obviously, I'd mentioned on the show that I was going to be there, right? And the guy in the Udinese shirt, Scott, he normally goes to a bar in Brooklyn. He normally goes and watch it with Brooklyn Spurs. And literally about 10 minutes in, he comes up to me and he's like, hi, Barry. Is Barry your real name? And I was like, "No, it's not really. That's one of my many names." And he went, "Oh, I'm Scott. I listen to your show. I watch you and Rez." Now, I could understand, right? Like Laura said it as well. Like Laura said she could understand if it was from We Are Tottenham TV, Tottenham on Tour, Football Heritage, or some of the bigger channels, right? Because obviously I'm a whore, so I get that, right? So I get that. So, but he goes, "No, man, I watch you and Rez. Love you and Rez." And of course, as he's saying it, you can imagine Laura's face. She's like, "Oh, for God, Barry time." And then obviously Scott was like, and Scott's girlfriend Isabella came along, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I always hear you guys in the background when Scott's listening to you." So big up to Scott, big up to Isabella for coming all the way in Brooklyn to see me.
Very cool.
It was very cool, and also big enough. And Rez, obviously, I messaged you straight away and said this was it. But the guys in Flannery's bar, I'm not joking, right? These guys in North America are absolutely insane supporters, absolutely insane. Whether it's America for Bobby Kay or Canada for Brian Daigle. So yeah. They are fantastic. And also, can I say, and I said this to Brian as well, the Sprite in America is amazing. There is no in North America. Sorry, there is no sugar-free nonsense. It is full fat Sprite, how it should be. And if we get that in the UK, then that would be absolutely insane. But you know, look, it was a fantastic trip. It set up the day. Scott bought me and Laura a drink. Brandon wanted to buy us a drink, but we were leaving because we had to do some sightseeing. We have quite.
And you had to go and meet Rod Stewart.
I mean, had to go and meet Rod Stewart. Yeah, I mean, obviously that was kind of the bonus. But look, it was a fantastic time. Yes, it was crap getting back. We were delayed, cancelled flights and everything else. But do you know what? It's you know, it was fantastic to meet Scott and Isabella. And if you're both listening, big up. Lovely to see you on Saturday. And yeah, just really appreciate the love from the Spurs
Absolutely.
You know, around the world. So anyway, that's enough of my exploits, let's just say.
Oh, brilliant. Sounds fantastic. No, it's good. It's good that we have people over there listening to our drivel, to be honest. You know? Yeah, it's good. So we've got some guests, I believe. I think we should bring them in order, in reverse order of Americanness. So starting with the least American and ending with the most American.
Okay.
So that's the order. So I think first is the least American amongst them, and that's the Kaufman, the Coffee Kaufman,
Kofaka Eeyore. Is that how you pronounce it?
I am Eeyore.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. My mum had a great time with me and Kim at Ben's coffee shop on Wednesday. That was a lot of yesterday, in fact. Yeah, she said thank you for the coffee. She forgot to buy some when she left.
I'll
we'll
bring some on Saturday.
Yes,
Or
that would be
we
great.
can wait for next week, Rez, when I've got some brand new coffee coming in.
We can wait until next week as well. Indeed, absolutely. So yes, that was a lot of fun.
Coffee coming in, and it's going to be honeylicious.
Yes, I sounded well. If it's like your other coffee blends, mate, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. Right. So now we need to bring in the next most American person. We start with the least, then it's the one who's the sort of middle, if you like not fully American, but also not non-American either. That's the next one who comes
and
in.
lives close to America.
Yes, that's right.
When he's not in the UK.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, it's Brian, not very American Daigle.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Brian. How are you?
Yeah, you're getting me ready for Toronto time where it is afternoon. I would say good evening right now, but we'll go with good afternoon. Nick, you're right. First of all, North American support, like the support and the times they get up for to go to the games are incredible. And yes, you know my love affection with Sprite, and it's so much better. Did you try a Fanta after I spoke to you?
I didn't try a Fanta because I just wanted as much Sprite that I could inhale in my body.
Did you try Dr. Pepper out in the States?
No.
Dr.
Mate,
Pepper.
If you look at a Fanta in England and then you put a Fanta from North America on it, the Fanta in North America is as bright as the sun.
Yeah.
Whereas here, it's just like this dull. Yeah,
it's basically. A hint of orange.
Taste of anything.
Yeah, I think Regin's got it right. A hint of orange.
Yeah. It's because
we
don't put sugar in it. We don't put sugar in it. It's all bloody sweetener, and so it tastes like shit.
Yeah,
I can't right now. There's no way I'm having a
cucumber Sprite was amazing. Cucumber and lemon was so good for a Sprite. Really? Yeah.
Oh, try that.
So good. I just couldn't get enough of the Sprite. I just had to, if I'd gone Fanta and Dr. Pepper as well, then there'd have been all sorts of problems.
Did you bring any home?
No.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
I know.
They still got real Ribena in North America. It's the greatest.
Imagine if they had real Ribena.
Have you ever tried? And this. I don't know whether you've ever tried it. And obviously, it's not gonna. It was before they did all the stupidness to it over here. But so North American Sprite, North American Ribena mixed together. Absolutely incredible.
Okay, I'm coming.
You know what? I've got real Ribena at home. And I will have Sprite as soon as I get home. That is being tried.
Brian, try that because that is absolutely insane together.
Yeah.
Popeyes, lemon, Sprite, and Ribena. That's me done. Day one is done.
If we're going to discuss North American beverages, obviously we need to get the most American person we know in to talk about it. And so I think our next guest should be brought in. It's Mr. America himself, Bobby K. How are you? Bobby, you know you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought it was. Sorry, my bad. I'll be back.
Yeah. What to the ladies and gentlemen watching, what we particularly enjoy is when Bobby K employs these American insults at us. Yeah. It is an insight into the American mind, when he swears like this. It's very useful to gain an insight into the culture of America. Which is where Bobby is from.
I did have to say, right now, Bobby looks like when you have the sign person on for the people to watch the shows with the deaf people, so they know what's going on. You're talking, and he's just doing. That's exactly what.
Doing sign language. Yeah. Do you know what he's doing? He's doing American sign language. That's the thing. That's the one. You see, that's right. So yeah. It's all very helpful. I found my knowledge of America is quite limited, obviously, but it's good that we've got an American to help educate us in these matters. Bobby K, how are you?
Fantastic, guys. Really nice to see you. How are you today?
Very well indeed. Excellent. It's all of a goodness.
Sorry, I just noticed Paddy was in the chat.
Excellent. That's good. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Do I see arm of Kim? I see face of Kim.
You see everything of Kim. Well, not everything. Not everything.
Jay.
Not everything.
Oh,
Barry,
sorry.
you can't say that live on stream.
Oh no, I thought I'd get Jay excited.
You can't say that in the back room either, to be honest.
What?
Anyway,
Barry,
What can I say? What?
because it's sexism.
Oh,
Why
sorry.
are you stealing my bit?
do we have any Americans in the chat?
Let's have a look who we've got. In the chat. First of all,
Ian,
I would
Lisa,
like
and Patty.
to say thank you to Tottenham on Tour for doing the pre-show pop-up, the Shelfside Spurs show. Not only did they do it to help us out, they're doing it every Thursday to redirect everyone to us, which is a massive help, and I love it. But then I didn't know what was going on, and I literally went in their chat going, "It's 7:30. Do you know what time it is?" And then also I'd forgotten that Ben had asked me to do the redirect as well. I was like, as soon as I
I
tried,
have just read the title to the show.
I kind of went.
It's literally in the title, Barryson Royale.
I literally WhatsApp Barry afterwards, and I said, "Listen, what the hell?" I said, "You're a cheeky son, aren't you?"
Bastard.
And he was like, "What have I done?" I was like, "We discussed this with Rez at the coffee house last week. Every Thursday, Tottenham on Tour will do a pre-Shelfside pump up and redirect everyone to you."
For anyone that didn't watch it, I did a res level rant on Eric Dyer, and it was
wonderful.
tremendous. I don't know if anyone saw it, but it was pretty good.
I would actually say the word I would use for it was be majestic.
It was pretty good.
It was excellent.
Can I also say, big up to Andrew Gregory. Can I also say that Notty Green went the whole season unbeaten, and we won the league last Saturday as well. So not only did we get a fantastic result, they won a game of cricket without me. So obviously they don't need me anymore, so I can retire.
It's the best time to retire, Nick, as a champion.
Just a quick. I want to do a quick shout out to Tom81 who's in the chat for coming by the coffee shop. Big up to you, Tom. Good to meet you there again, although we have met before. So Tom's in the chat. Who else have we got?
We've got just a girl who loves Spurs who hit 500 subscribers.
They are.
Today,
And also Leo from Miles High Hotspur hit 500 subs as well.
Excellent.
Right.
I think I saw Leo in the chat. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Excellent. Paddy, I did it for him.
Oh wait, I'm not muted. Sorry, hold on.
We have was Chris Agambar there, or was he in our
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he was there for the transfer window thing. Yeah.
We did a show on the Coffee Company yesterday on the Brewing Bollocks podcast, and we came up with some new songs for people. And we now got to call him. Not only is he the Agambar kid, and he's the Agambar kid. The Agambar kid is strong and tough to the Milky Bar music. It's great.
Very nice.
Love it.
I like it.
Love it.
Phil Baby is here.
Phil Baby.
The only person that I can assume this is Marlon, because he wouldn't be so rude to me after I helped him get all those subscribers. Hey, Marlon?
Could it be Haz?
Big up, Marlon.
No, Haz is not that type of guy. And Ashmatic is definitely not that type of guy. So I think it's Marlon. It's definitely Marlon.
Right.
No, if it was Ashmatic, he would have.
We shall have to see about that then, shan't we?
Yes.
If it was Ashley, he would have given stats why you're not so great.
Exactly. Alan Sibley is here as well.
Big up 10 inch.
Big up 10 inch.
Corey Boy 85 is here. Who else is here?
Big up Corey Boy.
The Irish man is here. And
he's Scottish.
He's Scottish today. Okay.
Oh, does he know? Oh, Paddy
Hotel Cockerell is
we like a laddie. Big up Jose.
Hey, that's good. That's good. I like it very much. Excellent. So, people are here, and what we would like to talk about is our approach to certain buttons. So what I think we should do is encourage people to go above and beyond with the like and subscribe buttons.
Yeah.
I feel, remember, you can be an ally to them. Yes. So do things that are supportive of the like and subscribe buttons and be allied with them, and not things that really demonstrate that you're not an ally or going above and beyond for the like and subscribe buttons. Possibly more on that later. However, we should mention at a very early time, we have a Phil P here.
Woo! Sorry, and also, sorry, before we get to Phil P's woo, Ryan, you thought it was funny, mate, the other day when you timed me out. Well, sorry, mate, it's happened again. It's happened again.
Bye, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Bye, Ryan.
Ryan's gone.
Anyway,
Ryan.
So,
My little brother.
Right. So obviously we've got our guests, we've got our chat people. I believe it is high time for Spurs on this day à la histoire. And strangely, I did them this week.
Whoa,
and I can tell you how many we've got. We've got 2.
All right.
So how many do we have?
Laddie. You got 2, laddie.
We have 2. So what I've done this week is absolutely fuck all. And Rez has done everything. Not that Rez doesn't do anything. I'm just saying on this occasion, Rez has done everything. Because I was otherwise engaged. So we have
You've
2.
been on holiday. You've been on holiday. That's allowed.
It doesn't matter, Rez. It doesn't matter. It
I
doesn't
was
matter.
busy signing autographs and taking photos.
Oi, listen, we don't do American jealousy over here.
No, we just do that. Anyway, Spurs on this day in history. You can come back in if you're going to behave. If not, you can't come back in. Anyway, Bobby K, thank you. We can't hear you. Brilliant. Right, so on this day in 1985, goalkeeper Ray Clements played his 1,000th senior career game in a 5-1 win over Newcastle United.
Newcastle United.
Newcastle United.
That be canny, what like it? That be canny.
That be canny.
It be canny indeed.
We have one from the Premier League on this day.
1. Mm-hmm.
On this day in 1996, Wimbledon registered a 4-0 win over fellow strugglers Everton, making the second in a 7 consecutive game win streak. The streak started with a win over Spurs the week before.
Of course it
Yes. Of course it did. This was when we were at our lowest ebb.
One of our lowest ebbs.
Many low ebbs. Yes, that's true. Many low ebbs.
And people that were born on this day. There was Marcel Desailly, who is 55, or is that 1955? I don't know.
No, it's 55 today. 55 today,
55 today. We have Stephanie Henchos.
No, Stefan Honcho.
I know, I was just being silly.
You silly man.
We have
Stephanie Henchos. Yes.
We have Gabriel Militou, who is 43. We have
former Spur.
Charlie Daniels. Charlie
Former
Daniels, 27. And we have Tommy Elphick.
Elphick.
That's
not with
rude, Barry.
Capital
That's
F.
horrible.
I know, eh?
It's terrible.
What can you do? What can you do? Right. So, gentlemen, on Saturday, I believe it was Saturday. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Yeah. On Saturday, I just spilled my tea. We went up to some
spilling the tea, eh? He's spilling the tea.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Kim, is Kim under the desk?
That's between me, Kim, and the desk. Okay. we went up to a windswept landscape of whippets and flat caps in Lancashire by the name of Burnley. and came away having witnessed a 7-goal thriller. It actually wasn't a 7-goal thriller because it wasn't an odd goal victory. It was a 7-goal goal fest, wasn't it?
7-goal aggregateness.
Aggregateness. So, gentlemen, Burnley 2, Tottenham 5. Sonny, let's go round. We'll start with Mr. Big Time himself. Nick, what did you think of the game, seeing as you were there in New York watching it?
Well, I find myself making a public apology for the second week running. Last week I made an apology for Sonny, based on the fact that we should never see that team that played against Fulham again. I will also add to that we were been crying out for Sonny to play down the middle. I mean, I have been, so I will claim some credit here for Ange listening to my views. And he played Sonny down the middle because Rishi had a knock, and he played absolutely fantastic and should not move from that central position again. But I also need to make a public apology to Jacob about Christian Romero. So Christian Romero has decided, with the fact that he now has a partner of equal or if not bettering him. That's not a word, but I couldn't think of what to say. With Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven next to each other, this is giving peak Jan and Toby vibes. And not only that, his vice captainness has allowed him to not have to worry about covering 3 positions. He can just concentrate on his job. Not only does he then concentrate on his job, he then comes out of nowhere and puts one in the top bins. Phil P, if you want to get banned as well, it's absolutely fine. What I will say is I am happy that and you, Bobby, as well. I mean, we'll just ban everyone and not
chuck him out.
I am also quite happy that Emerson Royale is on the bench and Pedro Porro is playing at right back.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will say he was at fault for the first goal.
Yep.
But he redeemed himself. And do you know what? Just seeing Emerson's Royale's Instagram post and the love and the energy that he has for this team, not even he is worried about being on the bench. So if he's not worried about being on the bench, then I'm not worried about him being on the bench. And my love for that man increases as his energy pours through this Tottenham Hotspur team and the togetherness since the player who shall not be named decided to leave us in the summer.
There we go. Ben, what did you think of Burnley 2, Tottenham 5?
So I went guitar shopping, so that was great. So I had a great day myself. But after watching the highlights, we were rather good. I thought a massive improvement. I'm still very much on the hill of let's play this one game at a time. We still don't know injuries. We don't know who we're playing against, except we do know who's playing against us. We don't know if they're having injuries. I'm really happy with this start. I think this team are starting to play some really good football. The purchase of Maddison is an absolute inspired purchase, and I have been going at people all summer about how I wanted James Maddison in a Tottenham shirt, and he has been absolutely sensational. Every single thing James Maddison has done this year has been utterly splendid, marvellous, absolutely world class. And
fantastic.
I'm so happy with his sort of grabbing it by the ball by the horns, just having that absolute quality to come in as a vice captain and bring so much to this team already. With some of the other things, Basuma has been excellent. Romero has been excellent. Van der Ven's been excellent. Udogie, what a footballer Udogie is. We've almost got to give this guy a contract because someone's going to buy him in 2 years because of how good he is. He has got the qualities to be the best fullback in the world. He's got everything needed to be a
We'll
class. And of course,
we will come to that.
Solomon is
we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Brian, thoughts on the game overall?
Well, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I was there, so it was incredible. What I will say, I mean, everyone can speak about the performances and what they saw, but what I will tell you is I have never in my life seen the away fans like that ever. The way this fan base has united, or the way Ange has got it round to doing what he's doing, is unbelievable. And I've been to great comebacks. I've been to fantastic wins. This was a carnival. This was a absolute. I mean, people said the Man U game was incredible. Obviously, I won't go into the stadium for obvious reasons, but I'll go to away games to support my team and my manager. And those fans, and the way that the players are spending time with the fans after the performance, not just going over and waving and going thank you, and walking off. It's magnificent. And I will touch on a player that Ben just said. For me, Destiny Udogie is, quite frankly, right now the best left back in the league. On form. For a 20-year-old to be doing what he's doing is absolutely incredible. And big up to Ange and making this 180 change so quickly with some players that we didn't think had it in him or in them. It's just, like I said, the away fans were just on fire. The performance was brilliant. 15 minutes, we seemed to start slow. First 15 minutes, but after 15 minutes, it was just like, right, that's enough. You've had your 15 minutes of fame, so to speak. Now we're going to try and put it all over you. And we did. It was a great performance.
While Rez was doing. Rez, can I just say, Scott's in the house. Scott is in the house, live from Brooklyn.
Big up, Scott.
If you just joined in now, go to the beginning, Scott. I was talking about you, so there you go.
Yeah, his ears were burning. That's what it was.
His ears were burning, and also Isabella's probably listening to us, Rez. Well, it's what?
Absolutely.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. She's probably just listening.
I see him in a few chats now. It's good to put a picture, a face to the name.
Also, I was incredible. On the phone. I phoned Bobby Kay, and he went on the phone. He was like, "Was that Bobby Kay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's Bobby Kay," because I called him to try and get the atmosphere, but I couldn't hear what Bobby Kay was saying.
Well, obviously, when you called Bobby Kay, that was a local call because it was calling an American, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I could understand Scott's American accent, but I couldn't understand Bobby Kay's American accent.
I think it's because it's a very, very deep and genuine and sort of fundamental American accent. That's probably what it is. Bobby Kay, tell us, what did you think of the game?
Oh, it was very, very, very exciting.
See, that's classic American accent, that is. Carry on.
Unfortunately, not like some of the big timers on the panel. I wasn't at a pub in New York signing autographs as I tried to watch the game and taking photos with people, or had the fortunate ability to go to the game. I just
Bobby, you will be in a pub soon, brother. We will be in a pub soon.
Exactly, because you know what, Brian, you remember your friends.
Damn right.
So Bobby, you'll be at the Scotland Yard on your reserved table. I don't remember getting a reserved table at Flannery's Bar in New York, mate.
It's his reserved table. I'm a +1.
You're only a +1. How does that make you feel?
It's only a +1.
Yeah, that's it.
That's okay.
He's more than a +1. He's more than a +1. He's a +3 with his 2 kids. No.
There you go. No, I was watching the game with the boys. It was actually Big K rolled over. By the time he woke up, we were already down 1-0. So he decided to roll his ass back over and go back to sleep. So he missed quite the game. But after seeing us go down 1, early, I honestly lost hope very, very quick. But it was nice to see the bounce back and the team performance. And overall, I don't think anyone really put a foot in wrong. We conceded 2, but to push 5 in and finally see Sonny in the middle, it seems like everything that we as fans have been screaming for the last year is happening now. Players going into positions we want. It's like Ange seems to be listening to the fans, or just sees what we finally see and is implying it.
We know what we're talking about, Bobby.
Oh, some of us do. But I know I don't.
It's above- yeah, this is above my pay grade. I don't know anything about football.
That's right.
Yeah, stick to your lane, cop. Stick to
Yeah,
your lane.
You should.
I know
You
nothing
should,
about
coffee with you.
Ben should be down here with me, and little fellas are down here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
let's see if I can do that.
Brian doesn't act big time. That's the difference.
There you go.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Oh, by the way, we've got someone in the back. Now we're going to let you on, but if you misbehave and you know what
Even
is gonna happen,
slightly.
ever so slightly, you're gone.
I know who it
That
is
is your
before
one
you
and
even
only
say it. I
warning.
can tell. Bring
That's
on my
your one and
brother.
only warning, Mr. Isaac.
Bring on.
He's in the car. Kick him out.
So I'm
Can't
going
silence me now.
tie them on tour along the bottom.
Who the hell
Bobby,
is
I
it?
would move you in.
Brian, I can silence you anytime I like this. Try saying something. Do you see? We have the power. We do have the power. Yes? But we will allow you in if nicely, all right? Okay?
I always play nicely.
Okay, good. That's fine. That's good. There you go. Anyway, here we go. So let's go round and we'll talk about each of the players as well. We're not all going to cover, but obviously chip in. This is what we usually do. We'll start with you, Brian. Vicario, talk to us about Vicario.
Loving him. Absolutely loving him. Didn't have a lot to do, but what he had to do, he did well. First goal, couldn't really do anything about it. Second goal, I don't think he could be at fault for either goal. He had his angles right. Obviously, Van der Ven, the ball went through his legs. But I'm absolutely loving Big Vic. Absolutely loving him.
Good. And what did you think of his game? How was the game? How did he do in the game? And give us a score out of 10 for his performance.
Oh, you want a score? Okay, I'd give him because he didn't have a lot. I'll give him a 7.
Excellent stuff. Fantastic. Any takers? Anyone want to talk about Vicario? Any further comments?
What I loved about Vicario.
Venom.
What I love about him is that he made that fingertip save and absolutely just went pumped up to the max, right? And that's what you want to see from a goalkeeper. Look, I don't think he could have done anything. I don't think he could have done. Maybe could have done a bit better for the first one, but he couldn't do anything about the second one. But look, I just love the energy that he's bringing. I just love the fact that from what we saw kind of early doors to now, it was similar to what's happened with Ange, is that we've seen the player and the team and everyone really progress so quickly and quicker than I guess than we expected, right? And it just goes to show that even with the question marks around what's happening, not happening with Lloris and everything else, that he's still, he's keeping his place. He's got the love. Ange is obviously, with all the youngsters, he's got everything there, right? And he's, if they're good enough, they're old enough. And I think that's what we've missed for so long. We haven't put players in because they're too young or we're worried about them making mistakes. Let them make the mistakes. Let them learn. But to have that command of his box and to that celebration was just I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Fantastic. Ben, Pedro Porro, Nick's nemesis, as we like to call him. Pedro Porro, talk to us about Pedro Porro.
The man's got a wand of a right foot, doesn't he? He's got an absolute wand of a right foot. When this man learns how to defend, which he is learning, he's very much getting better week by week. The first goal was bad defending off all that. I'm going to criticise his bad defending because it was bad defending. But what he offers is those balls over the top that are so pinpoint accurate. To be out like Vicario can do it as well. He's got the ability to do that. When you're in a bit of a tough spot, which he was in because he was getting pressed by quite a few players, for him to put a ball like that over the top that just sends us into full attack mode, like full-blown attack mode, and it creates a goal, that ability is so rare that you can do that from that deep position. It's absolutely phenomenal. And he did 2 of them. The second one for Sonny was even better. That death ball, like you can't stop that. It was utterly unstoppable. No defender can intercept that. And it was 2 goals because of his absolute magician. So Pedro Porro, he's getting better week by week, and he's starting to look like an incredibly good buy. But he needs to improve defensively still.
Excellent. Any other comments on Porro?
I'm just surprised how much he has improved defensively.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't think he could defend at all.
He may even be better
And he
defensively
made
than
one
Emerson.
mistake.
Shut up, Ryan. Kick him out, Barry.
Yeah.
Barry's
You're
wrong right
in
now. That's why Ryan's saying stuff like that. Timed out from a live show.
Ryan's in timeout. And so we come to you, Bobby K. Talk to us about Christian Romero. We're going to let Ryan back. Oi, behave.
Okay.
I got Romero. I guess he was okay. You know, was solid defensively. Scored a smasher of a goal. Went another game without getting a card. Shockingly, looks like he's forming a fantastic partnership. We haven't seen since the Toby and Yan days with Mickey back there. So can't really knock the guy for anything. I'll give him a solid 9 easily out of that performance. He's looking calmer. He's looking like a defender. He looks like he's reliable. I'm just shocked how many games he's gone without making that stupid mistake out of poor temperament. And it looks like he's got himself in check. So kudos to the kid.
Yeah,
fantastic stuff. Yeah, to be honest, when he smashed that goal in, I actually managed to see that. I missed the second half, and I could only watch the highlights afterwards. But when he smashed that goal in, it was like, wow, he's got a real go on him. But he placed that shot. He side-footed that shot, which was amazing to get that power and that placement out. That was beautiful to see. So yeah, it was a lovely goal there from Romero. Right, Ryan. Yes, you. Talk to us about Mickey van der Velde. Okay, that's fine. Brian, in that case, talk to us about
Mark Cousins. Where are you? We need you.
With the greatest of pleasure. I love this man already. I love him. People will know my love affair for Jan Vertonghen. Obviously, the comparisons are being made, but I saw him live away at Fulham in a team that was a disaster. He was the only shining light. And again, he was incredible. You just can't beat him. He is humongous. He is so quick. I liken, and I hate bringing this name up. When you look at Thierry Henry back in the day, you didn't know how to mark him because if you stood too close to him, he'll just burn you for pace. And if you stood off him, he'll just do you for skill. And you're given too many options. Well, Van der Ven's kind of like that, but the defending version. If you try and back into him, he's going to tower over you and beat you for strength. You try and use your pace, he'll beat you. He is a force of nature, and his performance was fantastic. And you can see the partnership. This is just what him and Romero are like now together. And they're both on fire. This is like, 4 games? And on one of them, Romero went off after 10 minutes. The way he has settled into the Premier League, and you can always judge if he's got this. There's about 6 songs for him.
Yeah.
That was sung at the Burnley end or our end. He has captured the heart of Spurs fans immediately. He is an incredible buy. He's an incredible player. He's going to only get better. Yeah. He was fantastic.
Any further thoughts?
Spot on the money.
Oh, like Brian said, he thrown right into the fire and been doing fantastic. Yeah. 2 days to come into the new country, settle, get himself settled, and just get right into the team, and that's a class player there.
Yeah, and also I think obviously he wasn't picked in the squad for today's today's game, I think, but when you look at what Netherlands have got in their squad, it's not. I don't think there's anything to be worried about, or I hope there's nothing to be worried about.
He's withdrawn from it now, mate. He's left.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's left. Apparently, he's left and he's on his way back to Tottenham.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's not. It's not injury. It was just like, right, that's it. You're not going to use me. Obviously, there's been a mutual agreement with Koeman. Go home.
I love
So,
that.
I missed that. Who are we talking about?
Van der Ven.
He's withdrawn from the squad.
Right.
I love that. Do you know what? Such a young player saying, do you know what? If you're not going to play me, there's no point in me being here. Let's go back to Tottenham and work on some more magic.
Whether he said it or Koeman said it is, or mutually, doesn't matter. But the fact that he cannot get injured now on international duty, in the one position we cannot afford injuries, is great to hear for us.
Yeah.
Great news. Fantastic. All right. So, Ben, you get density, you doggy.
Yeah, density is great. We like density here. But we've spoken about this man already on this show, but he has got all the attributes to be the best left back in the world. He's so tall, he's so strong, he's so fast, and he's so good on the ball. But when he gets up to speed and when he learns this league fully, he is going to be an absolute monster. And he's already proven to be an absolute brilliant player. We've got to give a big up to Mr. Paratici. We've got to give him a massive big up because he saw him 2 years ago, bought him. Yeah. This is a hell of a player. He's going to be the best left back in the Italian squad very soon. I don't know if he's been picked for the Italy squad. We need him to play for Italy because that's where he should be playing, a player of his quality.
Ben, I just want to add to that very quickly. Just the whole, because I was there, the first 15 minutes we were poor. The whole revolt and the whole change of game started when Destiny got the ball at left back and drove right in the centre. He charged and took on about 4 players, getting the ball up to there and create. That's when the game changed. Yeah, because he has the power, determination to attack. He's incredible.
A powerful runner. He's so good on the ball. When he gets up to speed, it's tough to stop him. When he starts scoring goals, because he can score goals, he does have that in his locker. He's going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Any other thoughts on density?
Look, again, I'm quite happy. Like I said, I made an apology last week. I started the show with an apology. I'll make another apology about Fabio Paratici. On this one, he's definitely cooking. I'm quite happy to go through the whole season making apologies for everyone. If we continue to play the way we are continuing, I don't care. I'm going full on deluded. We're doing bits this season. I already said, and I know we're going to come to it in a minute. We got the second best midfield in the Premier League. Damien Rice. Declan Rice is an absolute fraud at 105 million. We're going to the Emirates. Angie's going to absolutely tear them a new one, and I'm going to go absolutely mental because if we go to the Emirates and absolutely put on a show, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I'm not going to be uncontrollable. I'm going to be uncontrollable.
We're doing it again, Barry.
We're doing
it again, Barry.
The season ended.
I need to address a comment from my brother at 8:20. He's saying the bog is up. And I just looked at it, and it's actually down, Will. So thanks for letting me know that it's already down. Yeah.
There you go.
The bog is up. Yeah.
It's about time it's something.
So, having invaded the stream, dropped out, come back in again, been let in. Ryan.
Yes.
Talk to us about Pape Matar Sarr.
Do.
Pape Matar Sarr, on Saturday, he was probably the quietest of the 3 in the midfield. Still played well. But yeah, he was actually quite non-existent. But that can be a good thing because he didn't make any glaring errors. He kept it simple. He kept it calm. He was very good in midfield. Can't really say much else. He didn't light up the show, did he?
Any other thoughts on PMS?
I'll just add on that very quickly, just one sentence. Him being quiet is him allowing the other two to do their job.
Yeah.
With them three working together, out of the three, Ryan's right. He was the quietest, but there were some very important tackles he made that got the ball to either of the other two. His non-stop running to cover up the ground and make if Porro's gone forward to check back into his position, he gets what his job is, and he is going to be a star. He had a very good performance. It just wasn't as good or as prominent as the two we're about to discuss.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts? No? Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, Bobby K.
Hello.
Bissouma. Hi, Bobby.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Oh my God, am I sitting beside Nick? Is that the mission of big time right beside me?
Hi.
Hello. How do you? Very good. Very good.
You got your coat back, Bobby. All right. So
I did get my coat back. Thank you for that. Oh my God. You know you've made it when you have big time sending you gifts.
Yeah.
Even though it's your own jacket, you still sent me a gift.
It's your own jacket, Bobby. It's not a gift. It was your own jacket.
I accepted it as a gift. Okay.
I
I
in the back
it
of
in
my car.
everything.
Actually, because it was in my car for about, I don't know, 7 months. Does that mean that I then owned it? So it's officially a gift. Is that how it works?
I think so.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
There you go. So, Bobby,
Hello.
talk to us about Yves Bissouma.
I guess he's okay. For under 30 million, he's done okay. Minor upgrade on what we've had there before. I still.
Oh, sorry. By the way, sorry. Apologies. Can I just interrupt you? Sorry. Also, need to talk about Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Ryan. Yes. Also, yes. Yeah. That's true.
I hate you, Patty.
Ryan. Also, you also mention. Also need to talk about Pierre-Emile Højbjerg as well. Sorry, before we get onto Yves Bissouma.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
You say Ryan or Brian?
Either, anyone, all of us.
Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares? Love you,
Brian.
Ellie.
Love you, Ellie.
Love you really, Pierre, but it's not your time to show.
Yeah, if he's going to come in towards the end of the game and help shut shop down, I got no problem with that, as long as he can accept that role. At the end of the day, we know we can rely on him to do that at least. I would rather have him back there holding in front of that back line than Skip.
Yeah,
I think he's just more reliable, and I think he'll shoot the ball up 30, 40 yards if need be from back there. So to come in and shut down a game, but I don't think he's going to start over anybody right now. Madison, Scar, Bissouma, no.
And Benton when he comes back.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on with Yves Bissouma, Bobby. Sorry about that.
Fantastic. What a revelation this kid's been this season. He's doing everything we expected from him 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. Just come right out, showing what a baller he is, how fantastic, how calm he is. Likeliness to Dembele, which we've all been crying for. We replaced Dembele and Eriksen in one window, essentially, with both these players playing the way they were, and they were two big players that we missed when they left. So, great work. Keep it up. Hopefully, he just keeps getting better and runs that midfield even better, because he's looking like a proper general in there.
Excellent. Any further thoughts, gentlemen? There you go. That's all you need.
Magnificent.
What a tune.
Okay. Nick, talk to us about Kulu and also about Oliver Skip's short cameo.
Well, I think I was quite drunk at this point, so I didn't remember a lot about the game, apart from all the goals. But Kulu, I think was somewhat getting back to his best, or back to the Kulu that we know and love, and had an okay game. It wasn't. I don't remember. Like I said, I was pretty drunk, so I don't remember a lot. But I'm sure everyone else can tell me how he played.
Okay. guys, Kulu
It was
and
a
Skippy.
accidental assist for Romero's goal.
I was speaking with Graham about this because we all like to speak with Graham. And I was saying one thing Kulusevski offers, even if he doesn't get his goals and assists from last year, or the year before, the year before, his willingness to track, his willingness to press, and his willingness to win the ball back quickly and then pass it to someone like a James Maddison quickly is going to be an absolute diamond for this team. Because if we lose the ball, we need to win that ball back as quickly as possible. And people like Kulusevski doing the dog work, as it were, doing the hard work, is going to be absolutely revelation for this team. And I'm looking to see it. When he starts adding more goals to his game and he brings the assist back, he's going to be a hell of a player. But his effort, his work for the team, his absolute team ethic is absolutely brilliant. And so a massive respect to Decky, because that's what this team needs. It needs a soldier, and he's being the soldier.
Yeah, I'm completely the opposite to you. Completely the opposite. I agree in somewhat with the getting the ball back. But he is nowhere near the Kulu that first came to this football club. Who, don't get me wrong, I am a huge Kulu fan. I love him. I think he's a brilliant player. He's just too predictable on the right wing. We need to find a new place for him. And I think his position is seriously under threat from Brennan Johnson now. Like, seriously. When you look at the pace that we can possibly have with Brennan Johnson, Son and Solomon, I think that front line is going to be absolutely devastating. I love Kulu, and if we can get the Kulu back, he walks into the football team. But right now, I think he is the person whose position is the most under threat. And I think you might see Brennan Johnson start the North London derby. Not Sheffield United. I think you might see Brennan Johnson start the NLD.
Interesting. Any further thoughts on Kulu? Also, a mention for Oliver Skipp. No? Nothing. Okay.
Ollie Skipp walked on. I can't even remember him touching the ball, Rez.
Okay. So, Brian, you get James Maddison.
Did you say me? I think it should go only to one man. It should go to the man on the other side. His number one fan.
Not the way it works on this show.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, brilliant. This guy, when we signed him, I knew he was a great player. I wanted Eze, and the reason I wanted Eze over him was I thought what we needed is someone that could carry the ball and take on players and drive up the pitch with the ball, which I didn't think Maddison had to his game. Well, he's completely proved me wrong. He is I knew how wonderful he was going forward. What I also didn't know is how settled he has become. Gone are the going out to the casinos late and the controversy and everything. He has settled into Tottenham Hotspur like he's been there for years. I thought he was a great player. He's an exceptional player. He is an exceptional football player. I loved him to begin with, but he has just got Tottenham Hotspur immediately, and every single performance he has been electric. And it goes to show with him being up for Player of the Month. He has been exceptional, and it is a joy to see him. And I think part of, like Johnny says from our channel, if you look at the vice cap, the way that Ange Postecoglou has done his captaincy, he's put a vice captain in the centre of defence, he's put a vice captain in the centre of midfield, and he's put the captain up top. So there is easy communication. And I didn't know if that was too soon for James Maddison, but it's not. He is just an absolutely magnificent player, and it was a magnificent performance.
Excellent. Go on then, Ryan.
The best signing we have made in years. End of story. None of you are in the group chat that I'm in with Daigle, where for the better part of 2 years, every single transfer window, I've literally put a message in the group saying, we've got to sign James Maddison. We've got to sign James Maddison. We've got to... And everyone was getting so irate with me about consistent. but now you see why. He is an exceptional player. I'm not sure if you've seen what he's done on Twitter today as well. Big up Pedro Porro as well. But a Spurs fan was having young Spurs fan was having surgery in hospital, and him and Pedro Porro were the first two players to wish him well, wish him luck for everything. And I think even James Madison said he was going to send over a signed Spurs shirt. So not only is he a great player, he's a top bloke as well. As you said, he just seems to get Spurs, and he's the kind of player that Spurs fans idolize. You know, the creative. You know, someone that will get you out of your seat. You go through them. You know, you've got your Van der Vaart, you've got your Bales. You can go even further back. You've got your
Modric.
Jimmers, you've got your Klinsmans. If you want to go even further back, you've got your Ricky Vias, you've got your
Vanka.
Kick him out.
Keep going.
Kick him out.
Keep going. Into the 70s. Come on, into the 70s. Keep going.
No, he's missed out the 80s on purpose.
60s, you've got your Jimmy Greaves.
Steve Perryman.
You've got your Steve Perrymans. You've got your the one that Ben Kaufman likes.
Which one? Paul Stewart.
And there's also a certain other.
Paul Gascoigne.
Who?
Paul Gascoigne. Paul Gascoigne.
Paul Gascoigne.
There you go, Paul Gascoigne. Yeah.
Paul Gascoigne.
He's a cheeky bastard.
On
The one that scored that
Saturday.
fluky free kick at Wembley. That one.
Yeah, Paul Gascoigne.
Paul Gascoigne.
Say it
That's one.
Yeah. Now, you need to say the right thing now, as in Paul Gascoigne is one of the greatest players ever to put on a Spurs shirt.
Paul
Try
Gascoigne
it.
is one of the greatest players to put on a Spurs shirt. I'm not denying that.
There
Okay?
you go.
He is a top quality player.
There you go. Better than James Madison.
He's trying.
Send me out of the timeout right here. Come on.
When Miles
Excellent.
slapped Rez on the head when it was really hot and he had his hand placed on his head? That's going to be your face at the weekend. It's just going to be a picture of Daigle's hand over your face. It's going to be borderline like Arsenal red. That's how red your face is going to be.
That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be.
It's going to be the end of you, Ryan. And then you're going to be put into a table via a power bomb or a swimming pool, which you have provided us with a power bomb. It's going to be carnage.
I love you, bro.
It's going to be mad. Additionally, Emerson Royale came on. Talk to us about Emerson Royale.
Tread very carefully, Ryan.
Who, me? I'm
Very
doing it.
carefully. Tread very carefully.
Honestly, he didn't put a foot wrong. He was amazing.
Yeah.
There you go. He's learning. It's good. He's
I
doing
can't
well.
imagine. I mean, he doesn't have a patch on Lee Young Cho, but he done all right.
Ben, talk to us about Manor Solomon.
I love this is proof. You've seen how good the front three is of Tottenham now. He was now on the left and Sonny was in the middle. It's proof that I've been saying to Rez, to Nick, to Bobby, and to our friend Coos for years and years and years. Chicken soup fixes all problems. If you want to fix your front three, chicken soup. If you've got a leg that's hanging off and gangrenous, chicken soup. If you've fallen into the mine and you've broken every bone in your body, chicken soup. If you've gone into the newspaper press and you've got ink all over yourself and you're mangled, chicken soup. Chicken soup is the fixing of all problems. And Manuel is a revelation to this football team, and he is absolutely marvelous, and I love him.
Can I just ask? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with the sentiment of the efficacy of Galaform-based broth substances.
Yeah.
But how precisely does that relate to Manor Solomon? Is he like a chicken soup seller or something? Does he sell chicken soup on the side?
He loves his Telma cubes, Rez. If you go to Manor Solomon's house and open all his drawers, it's just full of Telma cubes because he's like, chicken soup, done.
Right.
That's what he has. He goes home, lovely girlfriend makes him some wonderful chicken soup with canadles, with lokshen, with kreplach, with all.
So, Ben, are you basically saying then, like on my big fat Greek wedding, where Windex solves everything?
Yes.
This is the Israeli footballing equivalent.
Ashkenazi.
My Israeli footballer.
Yes.
I think we have found the limit of how powerful chicken soup actually is. There are some things that chicken soup can't fix.
It doesn't. But there is a reason it's called Jewish penicillin. It fixes everything.
Apart from Eric Dyer.
But not even Jesus Christ at the head of his powers could fix Eric Dyer. There are miracles where it's like the miracle of Hanukkah when he only had enough oil for one day and they made it last 8 days. There's the miracle of when Moses made the Red Sea split, or the Reed Sea, it was known then. There's the miracle of how Hamantashen just itself is a miracle. It's not that powerful.
The miracle of Emerson Royale surviving another transfer window.
Oh,
he just didn't like. He was doing so well, wasn't he?
He was. We thought that we had essentially administered a chicken soup therapy onto Ryan to stop him talking drivel.
It's okay. I'll call his mum and I'll make him get him some chicken soup.
I don't think it's enough.
Hang on. He's begging. He's begging for one more chance. He's begging.
Look, unless he's mainlining chicken soup, and even then, I don't think we can fix him.
Yeah.
I don't think we can fix him.
So he's begging for one more chance, and because
my brother has found one more thing chicken soup can't fix.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
He can't fix that. Will, I'm sorry.
It's not fixed.
It's not fixed.
Will, read the room.
I think we should put it to the vote. I think we should put it to the vote. Right? We'll give 15 seconds. Right? Everyone in the panel and everyone in the chat vote to allow Ryan Isaacs one more chance. So all those in favour, put your hands up or put I in the chat.
He said yes himself. Bobby
K,
hell no.
Yeah, one, and
one represent my brother.
One bus driver per panel is enough.
So Ben, you're putting your hand up for yes, but also put F him in the chat.
But I also have to say, Bobby, in defense of one bus driver, you both drive on the opposite side of the road, so he can come on. He's on the opposite side.
Okay, hold on. No, it's not finished yet. All those opposed, all those opposed in the panel and the chat, raise your hands.
Opposed? No, I'm
1, 2. Anyone in the chat? Very quickly, get your nays in. Will Kaufman says nay. Yes. Right. On this occasion, the ayes have it, I believe. So we're going to let Ryan back in, I think, but he has to be very, very, very careful.
Can I just say one thing? Nick normally says it, but can I do it? Because I want to be Pigeon Farts, aka Elias. You're a cunt.
Yeah.
So let me just get that out there. You keep popping up. It's the new one. Elias, go get a life before I start showing evidence that it's you. Go get a life and do something with your time, and go get a life in general, and stop with your goddamn bullshit. Sorry, I just had to. I'm getting fed up of dickheaded liars.
You know what? I actually find it funny, but not in a it's amusing way. I find it in a very sad, sort of pathetic way. It's quite amusing, right? I just think that if you did a TV show and you had a character like that in it, he would be the butt of every joke, right? He really would be the butt of every single joke, right? Because it's so pathetic. It's so small, right? That, it's like the Rodney Trotter character, but like 10 times worse. Just an unutterable loser.
I'll show the evidence, Elias. I'll show the evidence I've got that I know it's you.
Brian, seriously, mate, it's not even worth it. It really isn't. It's not worth the effort because someone who's that small, who's that petty, who wants to play that kind of game is so worthless. So worthless. There's no a quarter there for it. None at all. Ignore it. He's a loser. It's a loser. It really is.
No, Rez.
Anyway.
What he is?
Yeah.
He's a cunt.
Of course. No, I'm not dismissing that, but at the same time, he's a loser. Right? Really? You know, why waste your time with someone who's that worthless? Really? Honestly. Right. Last one. Everyone can talk about this, but we'll start with Bobby K. You can kick us off.
Hello.
Okay. Sonny, but also I would like some discussion of Richarlison as well. It doesn't have to be positive. You can say what you like, but I want him included. So talk to us about Sonny, and then also Rishi, and everyone else chip in as you see fit. Please take it away, gentlemen.
Sonny, pure class, 10 all the way around. We screamed for him to be played through the middle. He was played through the middle, turned around, pots in a hat trick, big smile on his face, playing with a lot of energy up there. All the goals were coming from not the front three, so it was nice to see 3 brought in from them. Richie coming on, ineffective for the 20 minutes or so he was given towards the end. Just ran around again and showed why he most likely won't be starting up there too many games, and why we really need to replace him or look at alternatives in the club to change formations or slot other players in his spot. He's just not doing it. And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. I don't know if it's just lack of ability or lack of commitment at this point. Or is his confidence that low?
Mm-hmm. Guys, more on Sonny, please.
Again, public apology for the second week running. This is what I do remember, because I remember the Sonny's goal. Putting whether Richarlison has a part to play, it's certainly not down the middle. I think the energy that Sonny has brought from the first thing that he did, obviously going over to the away fans and doing the huddle in the away fans. That was great. Obviously, he took some stick, and like with what Ange did against Fulham, you have to take the rough with the smooth, right? So he had to take that, but him down the middle, I'm sorry, you've got. And I can't remember. I said it somewhere. I said, can you imagine Sonny down the middle with Maddison and now Porro firing balls through or over the top? It's just absolutely insane. And we could have. The fact is he could have had more than 3, right? And he is just showing that he is in that stage where he's flourishing again. Flourishing because he's not being held back. He's not being shackled. He's not playing a system that potentially doesn't fit into. I mean, look, we saw how he played in that second season under Conte. And he didn't look himself. Yes, he was injured, but he didn't look himself, right? So he was. Who's whispering in the background? Is that you? Is that little K?
Yeah, they're all over there. Okay. They're over there. Why, you can hear them?
I can hear something in the background.
Someone is talking in the background off camera. Doesn't matter. It's stopped now.
But it's fine.
It's my imaginary friend. It's my imaginary friend.
I'll mute myself. Let me know if you see.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Anyway, but look, 100%. He has been so good, and I apologise again for the 3rd week running to Sonny, and long may it continue. Long may my apologies come every single week. I just can't wait for next Saturday's game. I mean, look, it's international break. No one really cares. Højbjerg scored for Denmark. France are beating the Republic of Ireland, but no one really cares because we're missing Ange Ball.
I'm loving Ange Ball instead. I will say this about Sonny. Sonny is starting to remind me of the man that's not me named that moved over to Sausage Side, as we call the land of Deutschland. He's reminding us of him. The way he drops deep, the way he can make space for himself. his excellent passing with both left feet and right feet, and as a captain, the way he speaks about Tottenham, we said about this in our pop-up that we just had. The way he speaks about Tottenham, the way he feels about Tottenham, the way he knows about Tottenham. This man gets Tottenham. This man adores Tottenham. And this is the guy you need leading the club, the most committed man on the ship, the most committed man at the football club. This man is going to be an excellent captain for us. I really hope we can win something for Son Heung-min, because he absolutely deserves it. His utter class through this entire thing. He could have dropped his toys out the plan that one of his mates left, like Sissoko and Aurier and Ndombele when that click was. No, Sonny's kept his head down as the captain. He's grabbed everyone together and he's reunited the squad with the fans. This is an absolute marvellous appointment as a captain, and he's going to be an excellent captain for many, many years, I hope. And I'm so happy for him that he's doing it.
Okay. Final thoughts on the game, gentlefolk. Anything else? Any other last points? Very quickly and concisely.
Well,
sorry.
Nice to come back after the full. Nice.
Oh, what happened?
Just nice to bounce back from the Fulham game like that and going to the international break high and wanting to. We're upset because we've taken a break from football. We actually want to see football. What a pleasant change.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right. And that was it for Burnley Tottenham. Fantastic. I believe that there's something to do next, Mr. Producer, is there not?
There is.
Oh my God, it's my rant. It's my rant. Woo!
Hey!
I've got an interesting one this week because it's sort of a rant, but there's a resolution at the end as well. So my rant is against IKEA.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, it's not. It's about bad customer service. It's specifically about IKEA today because very unusually, very, very unusually, I got what I can only describe as terrible service in IKEA today. It was absolutely god-awful. It was very rude. No real assistance for anyone. And yeah, I was very, very, very disappointed today, by the way. Usually, I always found IKEA very pleasant to shop in, to be honest, up until then. But today, the thing wasn't very good. So much so that I even actually called their customer services to complain. And having complained, I got a very, very sincere sounding apology from the customer service, and they also sent me a £10 voucher, which was very nice. But yeah, that was my rant for today. IKEA could have gone and done things to themselves, but they just managed to fix the problem before doing so. So yeah, that's my rant for today. I believe we also have panel rants today. Is this correct, Mr. Producer?
we do have panel rants today. Yeah.
Panel rants. Which order should we go in? Should we go in order of Americanness again? You think? Cool.
Yeah.
So Nick, you're first.
So I guess my rant has to be against British Airways because they not only decided to it was very much they are very much a Tottenham Hotspur of old. They got my hopes up. I was upgraded to business class on the way back, but did I get it back with fucking interest on the way home. So I was due to take off on Monday night. The plane was delayed 2.5 hours. And then I fell asleep, which will be of no surprise to anyone on the plane, pretty much straight away. I then woke up on what I thought had been asleep for a long time, because normally I do sleep for a long time, to being an hour and a half, 2 hours later, And we were still on the runway at JFK Airport going round and round and round. So I said to Laura, what's happened? She goes, we've seen this sign 6 times. And I went, okay, what's going on? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's your captain speaking. Unfortunately, a fault has occurred on the plane's whatever dashboard or system or whatever. And we have to return back to the stand to see if the engineer can fix it. So we went back to the stand. Then they got the engineers on. Then the captain comes on. As we've had the doors open half an hour, any of you that want to leave are welcome to leave. However, if one of you leaves, that means the flight will be going nowhere. I took it upon myself to go and find out what was going on because I could see there was quite a heated discussion between the members of the public not knowing what was going on. One guy sitting there and saying he wanted to get off because he had a young child, and I said, look, mate, I completely agree with you. I completely support your decision, but if we could get a time frame, then maybe it would help everyone. And the guy was like, I can't tell you a time frame. I said, look, mate, you're going to have to do something. This guy's here with his kid. It's not fair. He's a young kid. He's clearly upset. He's going to do what's right for his family. And I said to him, and the guy went to the passenger, well, look, mate, if you get off, then everyone's getting off. And he's like, well, you can't do that in front of me. And I said, mate, you shouldn't have really said that. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, 5 minutes later, engineer comes. Problem solved. So we're like, great. This is like, we've been on the plane 3.5 hours, nearly 4 hours at this point. We then go to take off again. Mm-hmm. Lo and behold, the fault comes back. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no flight tonight. We are going back to the stand, and your bags can be collected from Carousel 7. So we get off the plane. We get into the airport by this point that there's no one working because I think it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And they then say, we say, right, what's happening? We're going to put you up in a hotel tonight. We'll rebook your flights, blah, blah, blah. Perfect, we thought. 10 minutes later, just to let you know, for the 300 people on the plane, there are only 40 rooms available. So if you'd like to book your own hotel and transport, you can claim that back from British Airways. If you'd also like to rebook your flights and claim it back, you can do that as well. So everyone was sitting there going, are they taking the piss? We've got to buy our own flights. We've got to buy our own hotels. We've got to do this. Anyway, Barry had an idea. Barry decided that he would claim the medical card for his wife. Laura's diabetic. So I decided that I was going to shove past the old people, shove past the families with children and play the medical card. And it was our anniversary. And this was this, and this was that. Anyway, well, I was one person. I was on this list of paper. I wasn't sure that was the right list of paper to be on because there was no other name in it, right? And then I found this wonderful lady who can only be described. We're going to call her the angel of JFK Airport. And we went there, and I said, "Look, I've been told I'm on a list. I'm not on a list." Trying to like blag it as best way I can. So we need a room. Anyway, puts me on the list. In this time, everyone else has got upset and they thought, sod it, we'll book our own hotels, we'll book our own transfers, we'll do whatever we like, and then we'll just get out of here and get on it. Anyway, an hour and a half, 2 hours later, it's 4 o'clock. The angel from JFK comes. Right, we're getting to the last group. We've got rooms for you. We're going to take you to the transfer. We're going to get you to the hotel. Everything else. Got to the hotel 5 a.m. We're in departures. We're waiting to leave, and then we have another delay. Judy calls. Judy calls and says, "I've got some more people for rooms." So at this point, I'm thinking, shit, I'm going to get bumped here. There's like an old woman coming up with her husband, a family with their kids. I'm thinking this is not going to end well. Anyway, all I hear from the airport is, "Judy, what you doing, Judy?" You're mucking my list up, Judy. These people ain't going to get a room tonight. And I'm like, well, let's not mess with Angel. Let's not mess with Angel. Anyway, we get into the room. We get the notification through. Your flight has been rebooked. You're going to Heathrow. One problem with that, the car's at fucking Gatwick. So we get on the flight. We get back the next day, 12 hours later, whatever. We slept about 2 hours. We get on the flight. We get to Heathrow. I said, mate, I need to get to Gatwick. He's like, okay. It'll be £130. Okay, no, I need to get to Gatwick, but not pay £130. He goes, well, you can get a cab, 100. I said, mate, I understand what you're saying. A fucking taxi is going to cost £130. Is there a cheaper way to get to Gatwick than £130? He goes, oh yeah, you can get a coach, £62. Oh, brilliant. 5 minutes of going round in circles with this guy telling me it's £130. He says it's £62. Get on the coach, get to the car, get home, just about get home on time, and then I have to fill out the compensation form. But I can't fill out the compensation form because every other fucker's trying to fill out the compensation form. So it's on the compensation thing, and it says, what would you like to would you like to make a complaint, or would you like to make a claim? I want to make a fucking claim. I want some money off you bastards. I want my money back for the meals. I want my money back for the coach or the taxi that I would have had to pay £130 for, right? And then it keeps, I click on the button and it keeps like refreshing back to the same page. So I thought, right, you're not going to beat me, you fuckers. I get on the web chat. You are 358th in the queue. So I'm like, right, I've got the web chat open. Right, what am I going to do next? I'm going to call him as well. So I'm going to get all fucking angles. I'm going to go on the web chat. I'm going to go on the online claim form. I'm going to call him. What's going to come first? Well, the queue was obviously not going down on the web chat. I get through to someone. I said, oh, hello. I need to make a claim, but your form's not working. Probably because 300 and something other people that were fucking left in New York high and dry by yourselves at 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday, having to do the same thing. I'd like to apologise because obviously it's not your fault, but how do I make a claim? You need to fill in the online form. Okay, I know I've not slept for a long time, but I know I need to fill in the online claim, but it's not working. It's working for me, sir. I breathe, I take it. I'm thinking, what is my next response? And I click on it again, and as if by sending telepathic thoughts to this woman in some call center somewhere, the form is working. I'm like, huh? The form's working. And she goes, can I leave you? And I said, no, you're going to stay on the phone until I've finished the form. Oh, but sir, there's other people waiting. I don't care. I don't know who you think, if you think you're talking to. As Laura's got my new nickname is BBT. So Barry Big Time is what Laura's calling
Barry
me.
Big Time.
So now I'm on the phone, and then the web chat suddenly drops from 380th to 1. You're next in line. I'm like, oh my God, this is brilliant. So I've then got them all. So I'm trying on the phone. I'm trying to fill the call. I'm trying to speak to them. And I said, do you know what? I'll let you go. I think I'm going to be fine. However, I've got to wait 21 working days. Believe me, Alan, 21 working days to hear about a decision. Not a yes or a no, a decision. And that's my longest rant story time ever.
That was worthy. That was worthy of me.
I still love that even your own wife calls you Barry.
True.
Even your own
That's
wife.
what was on the wedding invitation.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Thank you for that, Nick. Very much channeling me, I believe, on that one. Is excellent. I very much appreciated it. Bobby K, do you have a rant for us?
It's inappropriate, but it's quick.
Okay.
And it's vulgar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so that's you.
Kids, hold on 1 second. All of you out for, I need 60 seconds. It's okay. Just hold on.
That's what they all say.
Bobby K, gone in 60 seconds.
Bobby, you do realise they can just go on YouTube and watch it back later.
Yeah, but if you didn't say that out loud, I would think about it. So good thing I had the headset in. My rant is very simple. If you're going to join this lovely YouTube community and you're going to be a part of it and everything, don't be a cunt. Don't be a fucking troll. Don't go and spend your time changing your name, going into chats, trying to wind up people. You low, pathetic piece of fucking dog shit. I've stepped on dog shit that has more value than you. You spend your time making accounts so you could troll people. How fucking sad and pathetic can you be? It's unbelievable. You are an absolute loser. And by calling you a loser, I am giving you a compliment. You know who you are. Fuck off. I haven't said a word to you. I haven't said a word about you to anybody else. I'm telling you straight to your face. If you're still here and you're watching this, you are absolutely pathetic. And if you ever need to know how to act like an adult, let me know. My 12-year-old will teach you. Thank you.
Well said, sir.
There you go. Ryan, your rant.
Can you just play my Newcastle 6-1 rant?
No.
It's the thing with shove sides first. They're never fully prepared for anything. That's it. That's why they're on a Thursday.
So that's Ryan. Ben, your rant.
I'm going to continue Barry's story about British Airways, but I'm going to go with their one world partner, American Airlines, because and I'm going to combine it with travel agents. My family went on the same flight Barry did, but to Orlando, Florida in May. And of course, there were 8 of us. There was myself, my dad, my mum, and my eldest brother who sat in the one world cabin. But in that party, we also had my brother Will, who's in the chat, with Natalie, his little son Elijah, who we all love very dearly, and of course, little Ozzy, who we all are greatly appreciated of. Oscar is a infant. He can't even sit on his own seat. We obviously, because we were one world, we got to go straight to the front of the queue because British Airways obviously love the rich and famous, apparently, which is why they don't let families go together. But Will, Natty, and the little ones got to the front of the queue, and they were told, "Your little one can't go on this flight." And Will was obviously, "Why not?" "Well, he doesn't have seats, sir. He's not allowed to go on the plane." Which is he's an infant. So we call this travel agent, and they say, "Oh, I can see the booking information here, and everything seems to be fine. Go back to it." As we go back to the thing, after getting quite worried that even though we turned up at the airport 4 hours early, we were thinking this is going to be a worry, because American Airlines have this stupid thing that they run via British Airways to certain airports, Orlando being one of them, because Orlando being a massive hub for American Airlines. They cannot change the booking information on a British Airways flight, despite the fact they're the ones that are bloody operating it, which makes absolutely no sense imaginable.
Yeah.
As you can probably see, I've got a bit of a temper, but Will is much older than me. He's got much more of a temper. He's starting to be quite angry. So he goes back to the check-in desk, and the woman that said that we were going to deal with it had got up from their post and completely disappeared. So instead of helping us go through this massive thing, she completely and utterly disappears without a thing, without going our booking information and trying to sort us out, which is what British Airways do very, very well for the most part. Was absolutely hideous. Go. Like, you can see the queues at Gatwick Airport to get on a British Airways flight. They were enormous. During the busiest time in the morning, this absolute job's worth of a human being gets up and just disappears. Completely and utterly disappears. And we, now being an hour and a half before our flight, are now quite worried that we still haven't got Oscar, who you've seen Oscar, Rez has seen Oscar, and Kim has seen Oscar. He's only about that big at this point. He's not very big. You just say, all right, we'll sort it out here. He goes on his lap, bobs your teapot. It takes 5 minutes. 1 hour before the flight goes, we still haven't got information. We've still not heard from British Airways, and we've still not heard from American Airlines, who are utterly useless, by the way, to have of operating a flight on British Airways, because you book it via British Airways, but for some reason it's an American Airlines ticket. You still can't change it. Luckily, for once, we have got Club World via the British Airways Amex partnership, which is a very great thing. 5 minutes, you get a British Airways employee with thing, and soon that happens to you, sir, we'll fix it. Done in 15 minutes. It takes 10 minutes. You don't need someone from the first class region of British Airways to tell you that an infant can't sit in a bloody plane on an aircraft because they can't even fasten the seatbelt. How do you expect an infant to be able to fasten his own freaking seatbelt when it says on the original ticket and on the original boarding pass that he's sitting on it? So American Airlines, fix your shit. You don't know what you're doing, and you're utterly hopeless.
There we go. Another travel-related one. Excellent. Ryan, you have 15 seconds, right? Starting now.
Someone who's part of the community who shouldn't be is a cunt.
There you go. Job done.
Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Brian, no.
And if you weren't such a cunt, and instead of making fake accounts, maybe you should go get yourself a woman, and the only vagina that you came out of wouldn't be the only one you ever saw. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Brian.
Yeah, so we had the travel-related duo. I'm going to make the rant about a certain person a trio, because the bit I don't get about this is you see everyone on this screen right now, apart from me and Bobby, who met Toronto Spurs in the Scotland Yard.
Hello.
We all met via,
Canada.
whether it be We Are Tottenham TV, whether it be protests, whether it be wherever, is how we met. You look at people that are in this chat, like Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs, brand new into the community, being welcomed with open arms. You look at Tom, doesn't come on the streams, massive part of the community. Eugene in your country, part of the community. Will and people in America, we have people in Australia, we have it all, where we bring people, we don't bring them, people come into this community, and it does become, everyone on this screen knows how much of a family we are away from screen. This isn't, let's just jump on each other's stream and do things. Ben has come out to see me in Canada. Rez was coming to see me in Canada and will be very, very soon. Other people have come and seen me. Ryan will be coming and see me. These are people. Tom81, who is in all the chats, comes and hangs out with us on match days, protests, go out drinking. Obviously, me on the soft drinks, go out for a ruby. Everyone gets invited and loved into this community. And yes, we've had some dickheads get into it, but it's 99% a really tight-knit community between the people that come into the chat, the people that come on the stream, talking on social media, talking away from the streams. And you clearly could have been part of it. You could have been a big part of it. You could have been welcomed with open arms. You could have been jumping on channels. You could have been doing this. But because of your nonsense, and because of your... Well, no, I'm cutting his oxygen off. He won't be appearing on We Are Tottenham TV ever again. Ever. So if you're watching, mate, that was me. Don't go for Ben and Simeon. Come for me. And every single channel you attempt to go on, I will be speaking to them, showing them evidence, and telling them, because you came in here and you made a beeline for someone you shouldn't have in Ben. Of all the people in the community, the one you want to pick a fight with is Ben Kaufman. Ben, goddamn Kaufman. If I wanted to think, right, I want to make a big name for myself, I want to take someone down, or I want to discredit someone, I'll go play in the big boy pool. I'll go for the Ben and Simeons. Go for the Stells. Come for me if you want, because of my Levy Out views. You're not that big a deal, Elias. You never have. You never will. And I will keep calling you out wherever you go, whether it be on people's stream. I get messages when you appear on streams. I will be coming in and leaving messages on them. The more and more you do it, I have the evidence, as I spoke to you on the phone. I have physical evidence to ruin you, but I will not use it. I have said to you, come out and say it's you. I've said this to you on the phone and in messages. Come out, say it's you attention seeking. I will come out here and say, give you a chance, give him a chance. I even said, Elias, that if I get this checked out and it comes back as not Malaysia, I will come on stream and every stream and beg and say, I'm sorry, like Nick's been giving apologies out. I would have gone on stream privately, just me on there live, apologising for the grief you've been getting and saying it's all been wrong. But I have the proof. And when I told you I have the proof, you acted like a little bitch. So, you can carry on this game. You can carry on this charade. And I will cut your oxygen off. Because you're not going to pollute a pool that is harmonious right now. We had a big, big fuck up, which everyone knows about. And it's been dealt with. And that person has been removed and will never be seen or spoken about again. And I will do the same to you, personally. So stop your fucking bullshit. Stop your games. Grow a set of bollocks and come out and say it's you. Or just piss off and go pollute another pond. There you go.
And that's the bottom line because Brian Daigle said so.
Damn fucking right. Damn, he's a prick.
Yeah,
he's an absolute
You
prick.
can smell what the cough is brewing.
I didn't say anything.
He just asked if people could smell what you were brewing. He didn't say he said anything.
Yeah,
That's just a question.
we can smell it. We can
Brew
smell
smells
the
good,
roasted
baby. The bell smells
coffee
good, man.
beans from here.
There you go. That's it for ranting. That's it for ranting. It's now time. It is time for the mercenary footballers quiz, everyone.
Whoa!
Yay! Yay! There we go. So yes,
I like it.
this week's quiz is about people who are mercenaries. We know who we're talking about. Mercenary allies. So the format will be, I will read out the name, I will read out the activity of a particular footballer, and you have to tell me who you think it is, okay? And we'll give points according to how I feel like, basically. That's how we're going to do it. So, the way to give us your answers is to change your name to the name of the footballer in question, and then we'll go around and see.
Can I just ask, Rez, very quickly, it's been a little while since I've been on the show. Is this in typical shelf-side story where we put a funny answer or we're actually putting the right answer?
What time?
Put both. I will give points.
Sorry for that. He had to be removed. What type of freaking question is that?
I'll tell you what, Laura's right. You have gone big time. You are a fucking station. You think you are.
Anyway,
right.
I can just do it again.
He's really gone big time. He really has become big time, hasn't he? He's not good. Now, you can put whatever answers you like. The points will be determined by what whim goes through my brain at the time that I'm giving points out. How about that? All right?
Yeah, I best remember to change my name before I do cockerel doodle do, and I've got a wrong answer.
That's right. So, question one. I once said during contract negotiations that £7,000 a week might be enough for a homeless person to live on, but not an international striker. Who am I?
Big up, Susie.
Excel spreadsheet.
Susie, just a question. Sorry to while everyone's doing their answer. Is it because you have to fly to Cape Town? Because I'm sure that other airlines are available. So there we go.
But it might not be direct, right? Because she said direct flight, right?
Yeah, it
Might be one of those hassles you gotta
That's
go
what I
around,
was asking. I
right?
didn't know because you can fly Virgin to Joburg, and that's the airline. That's not Perchy, by the way. Sorry, Susie. I don't want to insult Perchy by talking about Virgins.
Yes, you do. You
That's not
always want
Perchy,
to.
Susie?
But no. Susie is Jessica, the paid actress that Perchy paid to come live on the stream.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this yeah? But then he pays another girl to go on chats to chat and pretend.
Yeah. Perchy does. Yeah, you're right. Perchy does.
Yeah.
So is this Michelle or is it the one he brings in the commercials? The
I don't know, Susie. If you could confirm your real name, just so that we know who it is, that would be wonderful.
Okay, right, gentlemen. Have you done your
Thanks for
answers?
joining us, Susie.
Bougie Susie.
There you go.
Hashtag.
Right. So the answer, gentlefolk, is Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Once said, when he was in contract negotiations with Celtic, £7,000 a year might be enough for a homeless person to live on, but not an international striker. Each of you have put the following answers. Nick has put Richarlison. No, that's not very nice. For that, you can have 4 points. There you go.
Thank you.
Bobby K has put Richarlison when discussing new terms, which is even nastier. For that, you can have 5 points. Brian has put Nicholas Bentner. It's not the correct answer, but because Nicholas Bentner is a complete and utter bellend, I'm going to give him 50 points. Ben, the Honourable Sergeant Wilson, which I like very much, he can have 13 points. And Ryan has put Ryan Isaacs.
I was too busy messaging Bobby K. I forgot about the question.
For that, you can have -8 points. Okay. There we go. Okay, right. Question 2. Everyone should get this one. It's quite famous. I moved from Inter Milan to Anji Makhachkala, a club who rarely, if ever, had attendances topping 10,000. I swear I did it for the love of the game. Who am I?
Jesus Christ. You said Inter Milan, Red.
From Internazionale, that's correct. Inter Milan.
I can only think of this dude. I don't think it's him, though.
I'm going to get all the points. I'm going to get all the points.
Oh, by the way, sorry, just quickly, Bobby, I forgot to send Ryan your number. I'll do it now.
Already done it. Already got it.
He's got it. He's just messaged me. Yeah, he already. Yeah, I shared my Pornhub details with him as well in case you know. Oh, I sent him the private chat as well, but no, he's got it.
Have you done your answers, gentlefolk? Have you done your answers? Okay, so the answer is Samuel Eto'o was the answer. And you have each put, Nick has put Ryan Isaacs. That's brilliant. You can have 114 points.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Nice.
That's very good. Bobby has put Ricardo Baggio, the lost twin. That's interesting. You can have 11 points for that. There you go. Brian has put Adriano. Unfortunately, that's not the right answer. I do apologize for that. But you can have 1 point for trying. There you go.
Oh, thank you. 1 point. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Ben has put only shelf side streams on Thursday night. That is one of the best answers we've ever had on shelf side, just completely, like ever. For that, he can have 22,000 points. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine getting that on the back of your shirt, though.
Yeah, that's true. Ryan has put Samuel Eto'o 114. For that, he can have 7.9 points. There we go. Okay.
I even put 114.
There you go. Right. Question 3.
Yeah, we put the right answer.
Here we
Read
go.
the room, Ryan.
While playing for Cruzeiro, having been named 2015's best Brazilian player, I was linked with Manchester United, AC Milan, and Monaco, but chose to sign for Al Ahly instead. I can't imagine why that might be. Who am I? This one's a bit of a tough one. Anyone who actually gets this one right will get a lot of points.
Oh, I've seen Ryan's answer. That's
I've seen Ryan's answer too.
He's going to get a slap, another slap.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Before you reveal the answers, you're going to say straight away, Brian, It's nothing to do with Paul Gascoigne.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
wait,
So,
That makes it better.
the answer is Everton Ribeiro.
Oh no.
And you have each put. Nick has put little K, which I like a lot.
Nice.
It's a nice
Didn't know he's Brazilian. Little K, are you Brazilian?
Yeah.
You hear that? Yeah.
I was going to give him 19 points, but because Little K has confirmed that he's actually Brazilian, he can have 21 points. There you go. Yeah. Bobby K, the Brazilian kid from Cruzeiro. That is what I call a Microsoft answer, which is useful as you are tech support. But obviously, it's not much help to it, so I'm going to give you 1 point for that one. Brian has put Jordan
That's the right answer.
Hendersinho. I'm still talking here, Bobby, which I like very much, so you can have 15 points for that. Ben has put Ryan Isaacs. I like that answer very much, so I can give him 114 points for that.
Yeah.
Brian has put Mark Cucurella, a.k.a. Brian Day.
Okay, so now let me just say, and I'm very glad that you said that. Can you just remove the names so you can see Ryan's beard? Can you just do it? Because once you remove the names,
Change his name.
he just call Ryan Danjuma because his beard doesn't grow on his chin up; it grows from his chin down. So,
Excellent.
Danjuma is in the building. There he is. Look,
yeah, but
look
Ryan, you could just say that's because I'm the goat.
He's got a neck
That's
beard.
That's what you say. That's because I'm a goat.
Yeah, it's a neck beard.
I am the goat.
There you go. Okay. So, question 4, gentlemen.
Wait, I didn't get any points.
You can have 6 points. There you go.
Thank you.
I joined Chelsea at age 30, having played for Ajax, AC Milan and Barcelona. Made 9 appearances in my first season and then sat in the reserves for 3 years before leaving £14 million richer. Who am I?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. All right, still waiting for Bobby K and Ben. Okay, right. Still waiting for Bobby K.
Still waiting. I tell you what, if this was waiting for Bobby K on the bus, then this no wonder he's always late.
Oh, then you wait. You wait.
Right. So the answer is, and a couple of people in the chat got it, is actually Winston Bogard. Very good. Each of you have put Panny. That's cruel. That's very cruel. Okay, it's not nice. You can have 12 points for that one. Bobby has put Eric Dyer. He's left a lot richer than that. Unfortunately, he's also made 352 more appearances than that as well. Unfortunately for us, but for that you can have 352 points. Brian has put Adrian Mutu. You see, you were on the right lines, but no, not quite.
Don't say that with Adrian Mutu. Don't say that with Adrian Mutu.
No, that's true. That's true. But for that, I'm going to give you 8 points. There you go.
Yes, good. I'm happy.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'll tell you what, Ben, I'll give you points based on the explanation that you provide for that answer right now.
I just really like that book.
Fair enough. 50 points. Ryan, Elias is a cunt. Excellent. I'm very pleased with that. You can have 50 points. There we go. Okay.
Installation.
No,
you don't need one. It doesn't need one.
It's factual.
That statement kind of doesn't. Yeah, explains itself.
The truth, as philosophers say, the truth is self-evident. Yeah. Question 5. I spent 33 months injured at Inter, earning $150,000 a week. 22 days after returning from injury, I signed for Real Madrid. The Inter president said of me that I arrived like a king and left like a thief. Who am I?
Bobby K's thinking. I'm worried about what he's thinking.
He's
I
thinking.
was gonna
You
go
can-
real, yeah. Actually, I am gonna go with my original answer.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah,
this answer allowed?
Let me see. Hold on. No, you know. No.
I need to know what that answer was, Ryan. You can WhatsApp it to me.
Put the
Yeah,
answer in the
George,
private
put it in
chat,
the private chat, but no.
Right, put it private chat. We all need to know. We all need to know,
Yeah, put
Brian.
it in the private chat.
That's a good
Put it in
point.
the
That's a good
private
point.
You'll understand why. It's not because there's no disagreement, but you can understand why.
Yeah.
Just make sure you put it in the private chat, Ryan, not in the.
in the actual chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Werner von
What the hell is that?
Urslingen. Okay, are we all done our answers? Okay, fantastic. Right,
Yeah.
so the actual answer is Ronaldo, R9 Ronaldo. Absolutely right. So one of you has got it correct. Let's see who it is. The answer's Darren Anderton.
Wait, don't bring
What?
fucking Anderson's name into this if you can't have anything about Emerson. How dare
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, absolutely. For
He
that,
said he was injured for 33 months. Surely that's being kind to Darren Anderson.
sorry, no. For that, you get
Actually, on that
minus.
point, you got me. Touche. I retract.
You get minus 7 for that. Sorry, no. Bobby has put Elias is not a cunt. He's a massive cunt. That's true. That's an elaboration on the previous truth. So we'll put 100 points for that.
Yeah.
Brian has put Ronaldo R9. Perfect. So you can have 150 points for that one. I like it very much.
Yeah.
Ben has put I cannot answer. It's above my pay grade. That's correct as well. I like it very much. So you can have 17 points for that. Brian has put Gaza is the GOAT. Now, under normal circumstances, I might be tempted to award like 300 points for that. But Ryan is very obviously saying that in a piss-taking kind of way. So he's going to get minus 300 points. Okay?
Damn right. Take those points away from me.
Listen, Ryan. You would have grown up and they've always said,
sarcasm allowed
"Don't
on
take the
shelf
Lord."
side.
How long have you
I
been
did
right?
not do it in a piss-taking way. I done
Right.
it in a love way for Daigle because I took the piss out of him last question. So
Ryan. Haven't you
That's
heard
so-
about taking?
Yeah, nobody
It's
believes
bad
you,
to
Ryan.
take the Lord's name in vain.
Yes,
I can't believe
that's
you.
right. So what I'll do, Ryan, is that I'll award you 300 points for your explanation. So when you put that next to the minus 300 points that I awarded initially, you get 0 points. There you go.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So at the halfway stage, gentlemen, would you like to know what the scores are? Would the people in the chat like to know what the scores are?
I'll tell you what. If you've
Tell
actually got this written down, fair play to you. If you've actually got the scores written down,
I have. And
Yes.
which order shall I do it? Shall I do it to highest or highest to lowest?
Best looking to least looking.
Lowest to highest.
Best
Lowest to
looking
highest.
least
Okay,
looking.
very good. So in 5th place, hello,
hey Janine.
Alex. You'll be pleased to know that your son is in 5th place with 55.9 points. Okay.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you, Ryan's mum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody says that.
He's a lobber. He's a lobber.
Can I get bonus?
Everyone
please?
says that. Everyone says that. That's
Janine
for
is
that-
awesome. Janine is
Yes.
awesome.
Rez. Just because of Ryan's mum.
Ryan, you got good genes, buddy.
I'll award you 25 points. There we go. Okay. So, would you like to know how that has affected the scores on the positions, gentlemen? Okay.
It's not affecting
In
it at
5th
all.
place, is Ryan on 80.9 points.
Yeah.
Okay. In 4th place is Nick on 144 points. In 3rd place is Brian on 224 points. In 2nd place is Bobby K with a whopping 469 points. That's
I've got
very,
one
very
again.
impressive. Very impressive. And ever so slightly in the lead with 22,196 points is Ben. So all to play for.
Ah,
Let's
just
not get
beat
ahead
me.
up. Let's not get
It
ahead
ain't
up.
over yet.
Let's not
Take
get
it
ahead
each
of
question
ourselves.
at a time, Ben.
Long
Take it
game.
one question at a time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Question 6. Question 6. I claimed I wanted to play in China and move from Boca Juniors to be closer to my family. My family was living with me in Buenos Aires at the time. Who am I?
Can you repeat the beginning bit again, Rez?
Yes, of course I can.
It's on the screen, Brian.
I claimed I wanted to move to play in China from Boca Juniors to be closer to my family. My family was living with me in Buenos Aires at the time. Okay. It has been a week of Spurs streamers bringing their mums onto stream, hasn't it? I brought my mum onto a stream yesterday.
You did. It was great.
My mum has made an appearance on Cockle-a-Doodle-Doo.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's needed is actually a stream where all the Spurs streamers' mums come on a show together without us.
That would be amazing.
My mum doesn't even know I'm on YouTube.
We need to get Iris. We need to get Fatima. We need to get. Sorry, Mrs. Isaacs. What's your name?
Janine. And it's
Janine. We need to get Janine on there. What's your mum's name, Brian? I forgot. You told me once, but Elaine. We need to get them all on, and they can do the streams. I think it'll be a winner. I really do.
I think my mum would be like top draw.
I think so. Absolutely. I've not met your mum yet, Ben.
Yeah. Kim has.
Anyway. Who has?
Kim has.
I know Kim's met your mum. Yeah. Anyway. You put your
on a dirty one.
So the answer to the question was Carlos Tevez. There you go. Each of you have put, Nick, you've put Eugene.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. I mean, he is Chinese, of Chinese origin, but he lives in Malaysia. So, yeah, that's intelligent. So you can have 32 points. Bob, Tevez or Brian Isaacs, we're getting to that.
Yeah.
For that, you can have 10 points. Brian has put Scooby-Doo, so I say Scrappy-Doo. You can have 11 points. Ben has put Dave Kepley is Elias. Fantastic. You can have 300 points for that.
Yeah.
And Ryan, 8's the Broadway, the Coffins Coffee Shop.
You could at least spell it right, Ryan.
I just need to say with David Kepley as well. Isn't it amazing? Never been in the chat before, ever been in the community.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
never on my show. No.
Comes up, and all of a sudden uses the word Elias. Never ever
You know what?
been in
Brian,
any show.
it's Brian. It's believable. Brian, come on. It could happen.
Elias,
okay?
I will honestly,
I will
shoot.
Hold on a second.
Suffocate you out of this community.
Do you know what? Also,
I
I'm
will
going to say as well.
suffocate him.
No, Brian. All I'm going to say is Lee Gunner must be putting out some awful content if they've come over from Lee Gunner's show to ours.
Yeah.
There's that as well. I mean, your bullshit is so predictable. It's so obvious. You're such a bad troll and such a bad account creator. You create new accounts and act like the same 15,000 crap ones you said before. Get a life. Do something with yourself. Get a sodding life. You are absolute vile vermin.
Which is even funnier.
I want to kick it all. Say something.
One of these accounts did the same thing and said these accounts were actually from the cheese room. Who'd have thought? Me, someone that's never talked with the cheese room. I respect the cheese room podcast.
Ben. All I'm going to say is, like I said earlier, Lee Gunner, the cheese room. You must be putting out some terrible content for some of your viewers to come over here. That's what I'm
right.
Big up to you. Big up to all of you.
Dave Kepley, tell me how I can reach out to you so you can come on Cockle-a-Doodle-Doo tomorrow and come have a chat and show that you're not Elias. Come and join us. Or
we can put the link in the chat now and Dave Kepley can come on.
Dave Kepley, come and reveal yourself.
Yeah. Anyway. So for that,
Why
Ryan,
do
you
you
can
want
have
us to move on?
18.75497 points.
80.
Okay,
I love that's the exact pointage I was going for.
He said he's not Elias. Seriously. Okay, well, just come on without your camera. We'll know by your voice even.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And please move on, apparently. Anyway, question 7.
Yeah.
I strung out
I don't
my
like
club
being
for an
called
entire
out. Move on.
summer, promising not to leave, and then signed on a free transfer for their bitter rivals. I've yet to apologise to Spurs fans. Which arsewipe am I?
Wait a minute, I strung out my club. Oh, geez, do I need to put this fucking name on the channel?
No,
Dude, I can't even put the answer I want to put because Ryan's mom's there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
You can.
She's heard and seen a lot worse.
Bobby.
I work in
She has a
bookie, I
son
work
called
in a
Ryan
bar.
and a son called Miles. You're not going to shock her. It's fine.
Yeah.
She has a son called Ryan who drives a bus, so she should be used to my foul mouth then.
It's fine.
I'm a bus driver too, Mama Ryan.
I work in a bookies and I work in a bar. Isn't that
Exactly.
Right, I need to put an answer.
You can
in.
be as rude. You can be as rude as you want, guys.
Exactly.
Susie, you can't write that name, man.
Only if she's talking about the suit.
Yeah.
Oh, they've gone downhill though. I'm more of a chunky man now.
Are we all done?
The soup and me personally.
Of course. The answer is Sol Scumble. Each of you has put Joe Principato Panny's my favourite. It's terrible. It's terrible. 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 It's so bad. I'm only going to give you 50 points for that. It's terrible. Terrible. Bobby, Elias Campbell. I like that very much. You can have 11,062 points.
Big up, Bobby.
Soul backstabbing, lying, pussy, Judas, cunt. Yeah, 100. You can have 27,000 points for that one. I like it.
I told you I started my game, Ben. I told you.
High five.
I told you I started my game.
High fives.
Ben has put
It's just off there.
Mia's filthy. Sorry, Mia. I can't comment. I've never. I'll give you 11.5 points. There you go.
Okay.
And Ryan has put the guy who fucked us once, but Levy for yes, 100%. For that, you can have 16,583 points.
Come on!
Look at
And
your mum getting involved. Look at your mum getting involved. Go on, Janine.
I reckon that wasn't Ryan.
I'm so proud of you, my son.
That's
Right.
too long for Ryan to write that.
Right,
It wasn't him.
I'm
that
just
wrote
gonna
it.
It's spelled right as well. It's
Have
spelled
a good
right.
evening and
Bye, Janine.
Levy out.
Go on, Janine.
Oh, nice. Well played.
Yeah.
Bye.
Question 8. Question 8. While they were in financial trouble, I pressed to become the highest paid player in the world while at Barcelona and then choose to move to Real Madrid. Barca fans once threw a pig's head at me. Who am I? This one's an easy one, guys.
Alan agrees.
He
Yes.
didn't like it. They were short words, so easy.
Here we go. Very good. Excellent. Waiting for Bobby K.
It's too long.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It's still too long.
Yeah,
Here we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta make it fit.
The answer is, of course, Luis Figo. Each of you have put Peppa Pig. That's an interesting take, on that. I will give you 227 points for that. I like it very much.
I have to say, I'm a bit concerned if Peppa Pig threw a pig's head at someone.
No, he had a pig's head thrown at him.
Yes, I'm saying if Peppa Pig.
But didn't you
threw the
notice
pig-
all of a
Oh,
sudden-
yeah. Sorry,
It was. Do you know who it was, Brian? Brian, do you know who it was? It was Susie
Go on.
Sheep.
Yeah, that's it. Bobby has put Elias
Probably
Figo
those damn
changing
things
my
from-
name. I'm a new person. That's true. I like that a lot. You can have 7,023.5867 points for that.
Magnifique.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Brian has put
I'm glad
Luis
you liked
Figo.
it.
Go,
Brian,
go.
Kill Dangle.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. You can have 700 points for that one, Brian. I like it.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Judas Campbell is a scumbag cunt. Yes, that's very true. For that, Ben, you can have 62 points. There you go.
Oh,
And
get worried
Ryan,
about the thousand.
couldn't care less. Elias is a huge cunt. Now, Ryan, for the first part, you get -5. Oi, I smothered your magic. For the first part, you can have -762 points. Okay. For the second part, you can have 763 points. So you get 1 point.
I'll take the 1 point.
Okay. 1 point.
I like
That's what you
Anna
get.
Gregory's answer, Bazza.
Richard Knight looks more like Ryan's younger. That's true. It's true. It is very, very true. Figaro.
It was bad idea to bring my mum on stream.
Figaro.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Ryan. Even I do a double take. Your mom's quite fit.
Guys, question 9. Question 9.
I had a nice way.
Question.
Yeah, I know.
Question.
That's fine.
Yeah, in a nice way.
means
not in
you
a
got
way
good
I'd like to
genes.
bang
That
her,
means
you know
you're
what I
gonna
mean?
be
what kind of way are you going there, Bob?
I never said that. My God. It's just.
I claimed in my
Sorry.
autobiography that I nearly crashed my car when Arsenal only offered me £55,000 a week. So I signed for Chelsea. My ex-wife can't actually sing.
Yeah. I think I've got this one.
Sorry. Are we all done?
Yeah.
No.
Still waiting.
Nope.
Still waiting.
Jamie who, Susie? Oliver?
There you go.
Yeah. Here we go. All right. So the answer is, of course, Cashley Cole, the shittest left back who played for England ever. You have put Rod Stewart. That's good. I like it, Nick. It's good. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. We'll go with 16,000 for that one. There you go. Elias Cole.
Right.
Now, yeah, that's good. Good, yeah, very good. You can have 8,000 points for that one, Bobby. It's very good.
It's quite repetitive.
Brian.
Come on. Making a
Not
comeback.
like Elias. I like it. That's 1,500 points there. Ben, how do I change my name? Because I'm a cunt. That's very good. You can have 6,000 points for that one. And Ryan, how do bald people wash their hair? Very easily, actually, Ryan. But obviously, you've asked a very easy and obvious question. So for that, you can get minus 12,000 points. There you go. Shut up. Right. And would people like to know? Bobby K's gone. Would people like to know the scores before we get to the final question?
Let's do it.
Excellent. All right. So
You have to leave the chat and come back and change his name.
in last place is Ryan on 4,683.655 points.
Mom,
Okay.
I need you.
In fourth place is Nick on 16,453 points. So a close distance between fifth and fourth. In third place is Bobby K on 26,564.58 points.
Yeah.
In fourth place is Ben on 28,559.5 points. And in the lead with 29,435 points is Brian. So all to play for as we go into the final question.
Can I just say, as I'm the leader in the final question, can I have 1 minute to just say one thing?
Sure, of course you can.
Which is, Dave Elias Kepley, you keep going, but you're so stupid. You've put the exact same terminology that you put in WhatsApp messages to me. And David Kepley doesn't have my number.
Yeah.
Elias has my number. And the last part about you need to continue and falsely accuse it and blame him, you should retract it. I've got you saying that exact words about 7 or 8 times. You're really not good at this. You need to up your game or go get a life.
Guys, seriously, ignore him.
I can't ignore him. I want to.
He wants you to react. Seriously, the guy's a loser.
I'll react all in good time. I'll react all in good time.
Laugh at him. He's a loser. He really is.
It's not nice, guys. Okay, could you imagine being 26 or 27 years old, honestly, and being at that age, the only vagina you've ever seen is the one you've come out of? So while you were looking back on the way, I'd say, no, I'll never get back in again. You know, it's fuck, man.
Well, it's good. It's a good thing.
Have a little compassion, guys. Have a little bit of, you know,
true.
Right, before we get to the final question, Dave Kepley, the link is in the comments. You're welcome to join after the stream ends, because obviously you're not going to come on now because we know who you are. So you're welcome to come on afterwards in the back room, and we can continue this conversation.
I'd love to continue it.
Anyway, the final question.
I need to get some points. To chase down.
That's right. So here we go.
Bagelmeister, the quiz winner.
Question 10. I piss and moan like a butthurt loser about my feelings being hurt and try to claim I'm some form of ally to the LGBTQ plus community while signing for a fucking Saudi Arabian club who proceed to grey out the rainbow armband I think makes me having gone above and beyond in their welcome montage. Which loser from Sunderland who played for Liverpool and has fucked off to Saudi Arabia am I? That's my rant for the week.
Rez, what's the record for the least amount of points scored?
You can get negative points, so it's infinite.
Okay, but do you have a record on like who's ever got the most amount of points in this game, least amount of points? Because I'm aiming to.
I think the most amount of points was got by someone in the chat. I think it was Phil Baby. I gave him 16 million points. I think at one point.
Shut up.
I have to say, I've just put the initials to the name because I've done a bit of an explanation after it, so I want to make sure it fits in.
I think I can get the record this week. I've got a really humdinger answer.
Sugar in your coffee.
Kick him out.
Are we all done? Okay.
Hang on.
Wait for Nick. Okay, here we go. So the answer is, of course, Jordan Henderson. Okay, and my real rant for this week is against this limp dick motherfucker. All right, who claims that he says that because he wore the rainbow laces and because he wore a rainbow armband, he has gone above and beyond to help the LGBTQ plus community. Bullshit. You are nothing but a loser mercenary who saw the wads of cash being waved under your nose by a brutal regime that wants to basically kill anyone who is slightly outside of the heteronormative norm that they claim is normal, okay? And you tucked your limp dick between your legs and flew at a rate of knots, you unutterable cunt. As are the rest of you lot who signed for those clubs. All right? You are scum, and I've said it before. Now, if you want to be scum and you want to go out and make money, not a problem, all right? But don't claim you're some champion, okay, of an oppressed minority, all right? I'll tell you what you can do, Jordan, to make us believe that you didn't go out there for the money. Take the 450 lashes that the Saudi Arabian government dealt out to a professed gay man a couple of years ago. When you do that, I'll believe you when you say that you are an ally to the LGBTQ plus community. You fucking asshole.
Big
All
up
right?
Sergio Ramos.
So, your answers. Pardon my rant there. Your answers. Ooh, the banner's come back up. Bobby K. Excellent answer. I like it very much. It's very good. You have 13,000 points there, Nick. Excellent. Bobby K. Elias Kingdom. I'm a new man troll bitch cunt. Very good. For that you can have 3,000 points. That's good. Brian. JH, but at least he says it under his real name. Yeah, I suppose I can give you 65 points for that. Very good. Ben, only shelf side stream on Thursday night. Excellent answer. You can have 1,000 points for that. Very good. And finally, Ryan, I was born before Toy Story 1 and 2 feel old. That's fantastic. I really like that answer.
I hate it when he says that. I hate it when he says that.
You can have minus 89.
Now boot him. If
There you
anything, this is the only time I would say he definitely deserves to be booted. I had to watch cartoons in black and white when I was your age.
No, it's all fine. It's all fine. Anyway, so
Don't
the
you
final
after Toy Story
scores.
1 and 2, not before.
Final,
After.
yes, yeah, absolutely. Final scores. What order shall I do them in, gents? What order shall I do?
Last to first, as always.
Last to first? Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so just do second to fifth. We know Ben won. He always does.
Right.
Do second.
Okay.
No,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it first to last. I'm doing first to last. All right. I think that's fair. Okay. So in first place,
Congratulations,
with 29,654.58 points, is everyone but Ryan. Okay. In last place, on minus 84,316.34503 points, is Ryan Isaacs.
Nice. Well done, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Come
a
on.
new minus record, I think.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, records.
There you
Records
go.
is where it's at.
Excellent.
Harry
Exactly.
Kane, records is where it's at. It's not
Records
about
are said to be broken,
It's not about
Ryan.
trophy. It's not about trophies.
It's about breaking
It's not about
records.
trophies. It's not about trophies. Anyway,
He says that so much passion.
we don't have a game this weekend, do we?
No,
We don't. We don't have a game, so there's nothing to predict. There's nothing to predict. What can we do?
I predict
When Elias
I
next
predict
goes on
that
the
Dave
Viking
Ketley
game.
in the chat will not end up in the back end.
Right. Do you know what? Guys? I'm going to ban this guy. All right. I'm
Dave,
banning.
Dave,
all
you
right?
keep commenting. Just come in the back.
He's gone. All right.
He's not.
He's gone. All right. I'm sure he'll be back in a second. So what we can do is just have a little chat while he goes and changes his name, and then we'll see when he comes along to see exactly what he does. So yeah, absolutely. Thoughts, gentlemen? Are you happy that we've got an international break? Are you annoyed with the international break? How are you feeling?
Annoyed. Hey, shut up! I mean, kids, please keep it down.
Why are you annoyed?
I'm happy.
Why are you happy?
Why are you happy?
I'm happy that the international break.
Still alive.
That's a good game, but it's a very long one, Jamie. It's a very, very long.
I genuinely think the international break has come at a good time because it's allowed Spurs fans to hopefully just calm down, reassess.
No, Ryan, we're not calm. We're winning. We're winning it all.
We're going invincible. We know that, but still.
No, that's a little bit too far.
It also
Okay.
means an extra week unbeaten.
Interesting. Interesting. That's good. Are we pleased that we're in second place?
No, should be first.
There you go. Excellent stuff. All right. Well, it looks like Elias has decided to call it a day for now. So, a big thank you to my panel for joining us. That was fantastic. Where can we find you, gentlemen? Bobby K, where can we find you next?
Over on the Three Spurs Boys, we'll be back next Saturday with Coov and the Kang. Obviously, the kids don't have a game this week to preview or recap, so they'll be taking a week break. So, yeah, nothing until next Saturday from us, but I'll most likely probably sneak in with Benny here and Brian on the Tottenham on Tour pop-ups there. And, of course, for some mad reason, Ben has given me access to his channel, so I can just pop in whenever I want. So, yeah,
right.
And crazy people like you still invite me onto their shows. I don't know why, but yeah, so I'll still be just floating around.
Excellent stuff. Excellent. So do please, everyone who's watching, please go over to Three Spurs Boys, drop them a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. That would be lovely. It would be luscious of you. It would be voluptuous of you. It would be sensual of you to do that. And Bobby K especially, he loves all that sort of stuff. Ryan, where can we find you next?
Well, you, Brian, and Ben and Kim will all be around mine on Saturday. We might do a pop-up on Saturday.
I was thinking more in terms of the audience watching, because obviously they're not all invited.
They are now. They are now. Yeah.
Just
Excellent.
Except for
I wasn't invited. So bye, Ryan.
Yeah. There you go. You can't really subscribe to Ryan's house. That's very difficult to do. So, yeah. Ben, the cough, a.k.a. Eeyore, if you're allowed, if it's not above your pay grade, could you tell us where you're next going to be, please?
Yes, I think this is not above my pay grade. So, yes, come to the coffee company at 8 to the Broadway, Woodford Green, for all your coffee needs, all the tasty coffees you can drink. We've got weekly mental health and chill streams where Bobby comes and ruins it as always, but we have a lovely laugh, don't we, Bobby? We have a great time.
Every day, buddy. Every day.
And stuff like that. And of course, you can find us on Tottenham on Tour, the world famous home of Levy Out, for your usual football stuff. We did a pop-up today, the Shelfside Spurs pre-show, which I did a very good rant, and it was hard to follow up for that subsequent rant because I didn't realise I'd be doing a panel rant today. So yes, head over to Tottenham on Tour. We've got some great shows. Brian will be on tomorrow with Johnny Cockle Doodle Doo, and it's going to be great. So get over to Tottenham on Tour. We've hit 6.9 thousand subscribers tonight. So we're 100 away from 7,000.
Nice,
and of course, it's 69, so nice.
Fantastic stuff. Brian, where can we find you next?
You can find me, obviously, on Tottenham on Tour, or any channel Elias wants to pop up on and try and spout poison. I am on, forget all these charity streams, I'm on an Elias-a-thon to basically suffocate him out of YouTube. All donations will be accepted. So yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking to Dave when we go off air, but yeah, you can find me on Tottenham on Tour. Obviously, like Ben just said, what we'll be doing now is a preempt show every Thursday night on Tottenham on Tour. Just so, and Nick, just this will be a weekly thing. So at 7:30, you don't need to message us going, "Oi, what time is it?" Just so you know, it has been designed in such a way to promote and help your channel, not to go against it. So yeah, you can find us on Cockerel Doodle Doo, Anger Management, the Daily Dose, and the pre-Shelfside Show Spurs show. I'm
gonna what's it called?
Pump Up. That's what it should be called.
There we go.
I'm gonna shout out Sava on the Football Heritage TV has got a charity stream 24 hours on Saturday, raising money for the British Heart Foundation, which is a very big cause for his heart. His late parents suffered with heart issues, so it's big. So everyone, if you can help go on to Savage Stream and donate to it, it'd be absolutely wonderful. Most of us will be there throughout the day. Of course, Susie Boo will be there with her fake boyfriend Perchy. Sav will obviously be there. We're going to have fun. We're going to have some great times. And we're going to raise some money for a great cause as well. So let's raise some money for some charity, and let's not stop.
Thank you very much. Please do, guys, go over to all of these channels and subscribe. Obviously, Ryan doesn't have one, so you can subscribe to his bus route or something. I don't know that might
Can I just say, Kubra's just put in the best comment ever. Ever.
Cuba!
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff indeed. Thank you to everyone who has been in the chat as well as always. A big shout out to Ian Ferguson, Chris Horry, Andy G, Jason Bell, Bobby K, posting as the Three Spurs Boys, Darren West, Lisa, Just a Harmless Potato was in the
Big up, Potato.
Big up.
Chris Peters, Tom81, who has gone to work, Mark Cousins, Just a Go Who Loves Spurs, glad to have you here, Kate, thank you very much. Ben Kaufman, who joined us this evening on the panel, Chris Agambar, the #1 Chris Agambar in the world, Paddy Hartnett, Brian Daigle, who was also on the panel with us, Phil Baby, Stuart, we believe it was Marlon, but might have been Haz. But we think it's Marlon. Alan Sibley, Corey Boy 85, L Tel Cockerell, Ryan Isaacs, who then invaded the stream as well. Phil P. Woo! That was pathetic. I'll try again. Phil P. There you go. Norman Stanley Fletcher, Clement, Daniel Sandoval, Richo63, Scott Hynam, Lily White Lane, Will Kaufman, Misfit Maniac, Kyle Patrick Vineyard, Susie, Lisa Davis, Drula, Richard Knight, Mark Cook, Jamie Gitt, Carl Simpson, or otherwise known as Five Guys. Coming in late below. And you know you are Five Guys. You know you are. Also coming in late, sorry we couldn't get to it, but thanks for joining us, Philly2109, Kuva, Oliver Dots, thank you for joining us, guys, very late. Also, Camping Cart Joa and Bryce, thank you to all of you for joining us this evening. Lovely to have you. Please do drop a like. Do subscribe if you haven't already. And a massive, massive shout out to those that welcomed my partner in crime, Nick, in New York. A big shout out to Scott and to Isabella and to the New York Spurs Supporters Club. Thank you very much for having him.
New York Spurs.
Thanks again, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always,
leave it out.
And as always, like.
Come on, you Spurs.
Elijah.